Should we go across? Should we go across, chat? You're live on the internet.
No, we
Please.
can't hear Jay.
You're live on the internet. Please don't say fuck or bugger.
Okay.
Shit's fine.
Shit, okay.
Bollocks.
I feel like you all need to know this, by the way, right? I thought just before we fade up, fade across to the table, I will fade up chat, you guys, and see what's what. And all I heard was Millie going something about, oh, please stop talking about dongles. And I thought, I'll fade you down. I'll fade you down.
So you literally just said that bit, but perfect.
Yep. I was like, yeah.
I like that that's had no context.
that sums up our last half an hour.
We'll just leave it.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it as that.
We'll leave it there.
No
Yep.
context. Just
As long
just
as I
leave
can
it.
say fuck, we're good.
You can say fuck.
I think we're all going to be saying that at some point tonight.
Yeah. Fuck.
Especially me.
Get your fucks. Get your fucks out the way now, and then it'll be all right. Yeah.
Oh, they're never out of the way.
That's just...
I do love a good fuck.
But I'm tired.
Get away, heathen!
Starts you mean to carry on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Do I
Tom,
need to
it's your
realign
stream now,
myself?
Tom.
Is it my stream now? Is it?
Yeah,
so all donations and tips go to me.
Yeah, I'm
all of subs. So if you sub, guys,
Tom
it goes
funds
directly
now.
to me.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm tapping out.
Not really, but you know. But you know.
In beard oil.
Yeah.
That got me.
Is enormous.
That got me. All right. Professionals here.
Totally professional.
All right, 3, 2, 1, scene. Very good. Yes.
Welcome to Pendragon's Legacy. No, that's not. I can't do it. This is how it's gonna go. Okay, this is the general vibe. This is how it's gonna go. Professional. This is the key. Okay. So a few things to expect with this, guys. Before I introduce everyone and everything like this, it is very casual. It is chill. We're not here to, win Oscars or anything like that. It is just a bit of fun. Sorry, Kate. It's just a bit of fun, just around the thing. Another thing, this is set in the Dark Ages, which is kind of like around 8th, 9th century. I'm not a historian. I know a bit about it, I know general stuff about it, but I'm not going to get things right. We're not making a documentary. We're making just a nice, fun thing. So if I get things wrong, I'm going to get things wrong. In addition to that, it may be set in the 9th century, but we are also in 2024, so we're going to play it like we're in 2024 with the usual stuff, common sense. Also, another fair warning, this is I won't do this everything, but this is just a first kind of thing. Just fair warning, it is a horror campaign, so there will be things about horror. Believe it or not, apparently there will be. So there will be descriptions of gore and stuff like that, but that's about as bad as it'll get. There won't be anything. I'm not going to do anything against TOS or anything like stupid or ridiculous or anything like that. Now, speaking of stupid and ridiculous, Jay.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us who you are and what character
you're
playing, and a bit about himself.
I'm Jay. Hi. And you just spent the last hour with me. You don't give a shit. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm a voice actor. I stream, and I will be playing Father Barnabas Finch, who is a man of God, a man of wine, and a man of excellent hair products. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay. That was beautiful.
You're very welcome. God be with you.
Talking about beautiful, we'll move on to Doc. Doc, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Doc Rimbaud. I use he, she, they pronouns. I'm playing Asbjørn, who is a former Viking, current novice monk, beginner monk. So studying under Barnabas, visiting Barnabas. There's a little bit some power. There's some power dynamics going on. He's we'll meet more about him later, but he's a big boy. He's a big Viking monk boy.
Okay, talking about big boys, Millie.
Oh, hi. I'm fine with that. Honestly.
I feel weirdly complimented now.
Hi.
I'm Amelia Tyler. I'm a voice actor for video games, apparently. And when I'm not doing that, I like doing role-play and stuff. And I haven't played with these lovely people on stream for way too fucking long. So I'm very excited to be playing Lady Alice Hornwright again. Lady Alice, she's very pretty. And that's probably all you can say about her, because she doesn't really have functioning brain cells. But for some reason in a horror campaign, that seems to serve her very well. Lady Alice is basically Joanna Lumley back in the 70s if you'd dropped her repeatedly on her head.
Wow.
That's it. She's lovely and everybody's terribly clever.
Speaking of lovely and clever people, Susie, thank God you gave me that, Millie, because I was going to go, speaking of dropping people on the head, you know, and I was going to go to Susie. So, thank you for that.
I thought that's where we were going. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. But hello, I'm Susie, Susanna Grace. I am playing Susanna, Saxon noblewoman turned runaway knight turned baker's wife. And she's had a run of it so far. It'll be fine.
It's fine. Say okay. And your lovely baker wife, who's played by the lovely Lindy.
Oh, thanks. Tom, you're making me feel so much better about my segues on a regular basis. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, hi, I'm Lindy, love Lindy, and I will be playing Aethelfrith the Bakester. Pretty much, yeah, basically the muscle of the party. In case you didn't know, because
Yeah.
you know that's how it is when you need dough all day. You sling around buns. So.
And speaking of buns, Kate.
Hey, I'm Kate Madison. I'm playing Astrid, who is a she's been very isolated. She grew up away from everybody else in a little hut in the woods with her sort of witch-like mother, and learnt one very important lesson, and that's pretty much it. And now she's out in the world, trying to figure out how to do the one task that she knows to do, but doesn't know how to do it or where it is or what it is. It's great. It's gonna be fine.
What could go wrong, right?
What could possibly go wrong?
There we go. And I myself, I am Hot Flakes Tom, or just Tom. I will be the lovely, beneficent GM here for everyone. You know, I will be fair, and I do take bribes. Okay, so I'll do a quick preview, because this is a continuation of a previous series that we've done beforehand, many years ago, and I've only vaguely remember it, just like everyone else. So it's going to be a kind of like a very brief kind of overview. All right, so in previous seasons, Susanna was escorting with Esquire Thorne, Lady Alice, to see, well, basically to a nunnery, in what her mind was to marry God. Don't ask. A storm was rolling in, so they had to go and stay in this small village of Parish, which Aethelfrith lived in. During that time, they noticed about a number of murders were happening in the village, and they decided to investigate. They couldn't leave the village because of the storm; it was too dangerous to travel, so they investigated it. And they discovered that pretty much the entire village was some sort of cult or under a cult kind of influence, and essentially wanted to finish a ritual to basically start the opening of what people known as these seals, 13 seals. It was a horrific experience because there was a lot of deaths. I don't think there was a single survivor of that village apart from Aethelfrith. Everyone else died. So it was not a pleasant experience, but you know what they say, the job, it's got to go on. So Susanna, Thorne, Aethelfrith went with them, decided, okay, let's continue. Let's keep going. Let's get Lady Alice to where she needs to be. So along the way, they met other characters, Victor, who was a trader at the time, and Astrid, who had a basic knowledge of what the seals were and understood. her mother decided that Astrid would be of benefit for the party. So they moved on. They went to the nunnery or whatever you want to call it. And when they arrived, they noticed that everyone had been slaughtered. Did you get a theme here? There's a lot of slaughtering in my games. A lot of blood everywhere. Which essentially everyone there was killed, and there was a note on there called Chilston. To give a big hint, go to this thing. It was almost like it was in neon letters, almost like this. You know. So after a little persuading, the party decided to go to Chilston because, I mean, Lady Alice couldn't stay there. There was no one left. So they went to Chilston, and there they discovered that after some rampant bullshittery, which is very, appropriate for this channel, essentially ended up... oh, God, what did they do? Thorn dated a guard. They all got put in prison because they thought they were plague victims. Then they set the prison on fire while doing it.
I simultaneously propositioned the entire city guard by accident.
Yeah. So Lady Alice, did that. And then after that, eventually when it all came out, they discovered that the grain from the farms around the nunnery and stuff was tainted. And the idea was that when people ate it, it would drive them mad, insane, and they'd kill each other. And that would be a seal broken along the line. But the whole town had to murder each other for the seal to be broken. So they discovered this and prevented about half of the town from eating it. So they saved half of them, but unfortunately they had to kill the rest. So Susanna there with the shield and sword, and Aethelfrith with a friggin' magical thing. I think you got a magical rolling pin or something really rock solid. Basically killed everyone else in the town to save the day. There's never a save the day in Call of Cthulhu. Someone has to suffer. So after that, and it ended with Susanna and Aethelfrith going with the Templars and getting married. Astrid and Thorn and Victor decided to go after Lady Alice, who was kidnapped by a Captain Forwin, who was in charge of the guard of that town, and for some reason decided to take her with him. So it's now been a year later, and I guess we'll start. So I got a little thingy that I like to do at the start of campaigns, just to set the scene, set the tone. Okay, here we go. The forest is still. No luscious, cool breeze to tickle the branches of these threadbare trees. No scurrying animals frantically trying to collect the final morsel of berry or nut to help survive the now biting winter. No gentle patting paws on frozen soil of wolves eagerly anticipating a hunt. No soothing inhales of a hedgehog hibernating. Nothing. Nothing that normal ears can hear. Those who have the gift, the talent to truly discern the sounds of nature and communicate with the land around them. Those who understand the earth, those that live in tranquility within the ecosystem of the forest. Those that when they close their eyes and open their soul to the pleas of nature, those people can hear. And they hear screaming. Giant ancient trees who have seen timeless seasons bellow in agony as their vast roots begin to decay and eat inside out. Grass whimpering and limp as the lush green withers away to black. Even the stout and resolute stone breaks and cracks as a black mist rides into its very core. The screaming comes loudest from the center of the forest. From an ancient giant oak, one that had been living since the dawn of time, since trees could be called trees. Its gnarled, thick branches twist ever more grotesquely to impossible angles. Bark sloughs off in long, sap-moist strips. Roots jut out of the ground like bone-piercing flesh. the trunk of this once stoic legend of the forest, now monstrously scarred, with swirling wisps oozing from each wound. Just behind the painful, pleading screams, a soft laugh. She opens her eyes, wider than she ever thought possible. Her heart races, face drenched in sweat. A firm hand grasps hold of her arm to support her. Sheer dread and terror is etched on her face. The man speaks. What did you see? Her voice trembles. It takes all her will to not break down and give in to despair. To not just burst into tears. The end. And the death. Jay.
Yes.
Where do we find Barnabas? It's the crack of dawn. The sun is rising in this cold, wintry morning. Where does Barnabas sleep?
He being of the cloth, he'll have just sort of a very what's the word? Sort of low status house provided to him by the church. Very simple dwellings, not much more than a bedroom and a simple room for him to sit in and read. For everything else is provided, he eats the meals with the other monks and everything else. So just a very simple bedroom and like lounge room that he has.
Okay. So you're waking up today. It's another morning. It's another cold, brisk morning. And you know that there are certain duties that you must attend to every day, as is your wand, that you are part of this church. However, one of the duties today is your new, I suppose, charge. A person called Asbjørn has come. He's basically new to the church, and he seems to be going on a pilgrimage around. He's one of the what some people call savages from the Daneland. Others call them misguided. Other people call them, like just horrors on two legs. But he is just Asbjørn. Everyone can be saved. Everyone can be redeemed in the light of God. And hopefully that's where he's heading. So he's here. And you want to introduce yourself? You want to show him the ropes? Because he hasn't had a chance, really, to be shown the ropes, the town, the city, and all the other things around. He's probably in with all the other monks. It's not a huge amount of monks. You've probably got a handful with you, if that. And they tend, because you tend to be... you've been here all your life. Essentially, right? You've been here all your life.
Yeah,
You've got your own.
Raised.
You're on a room here. The others basically share a room or two with one or two other people. He's going to be sharing a room. You know exactly where he is. What would you like to do?
So Barnabas will practically fall out of bed. Throw on, I assume he may have a clean robe, he may not really. He'll just grab a robe, throw it on over himself, come downstairs, pour himself a very hearty tankard of the Savior's blood that he likes to keep as his own special drink, and then he'll sort of just stumble out into the street and go and find that bloody Asbjørn and do some stuff, teach him about God.
Okay, so you may know, kind of depends. Actually, you know what? Let's do our first roll of the campaign,
Oh God,
shall
the
we?
pressure.
Let's do our first roll. This is on you, Jay. This is on you. So,
Okay.
I would like you to do me... could you make me a intelligence roll, please, to see if you can remember where
God.
the building is?
Is that the one thing I didn't keep on my sheet? It's fine.
No, it's
I
at the
can't
top.
really... Oh, it's at the top.
No, it's at the top.
There,
It's
there,
under
yeah, gotcha.
strength. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of your core values.
All right, let's see.
Okay, you fail.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so for anyone who doesn't know, we are using a kind of like Call of Cthulhu Dark Ages system with slight adjustments. We basically slight adjustments to combat and stress. So we no longer have HP or anything like that. What we do is physical stress and mental stress. It's a nice little system done by Jonathan Fry. It's to help free it up to make the combat more fluid, more natural, focus more on the role playing rather than the actual numbers, to make it a lot more fun. So you have failed. So in Call of Cthulhu, the lower number, the better. High's bad, low's very good. As you can see here, Barnabas has failed miserably. Well, not miserably, but he's failed. So essentially, you have no idea. You cannot remember where this building is.
Oh no. Okay. He will literally wander to the vague area he thought it might be.
Okay.
And just like go up basically to the nearest building and just be like, hello, it's me, Barnabas.
Okay. A moment. Wait a moment, and you hear footsteps, and it opens the door. And as the door opens, it's kind of like a little old lady, barely any hair on her head, very kind of like long, thin nose, wrinkles, as deep as craters all over her face. She just hunched over and goes, "What do you want?" He'll kind of like not realize and just knock on the door again. Hello. Oh, she slaps your hand. Barnabas!
Yes.
What do you want?
You're not Asbjørn.
Who?
Asbjørn. You're supposed to be Asbjørn.
Nah, what are you looking for?
Asbjørn is kind of, I don't know, big and godly. Looks a bit like me, but still in love with life.
You're looking for another priest?
Yes.
Or monk?
One of them, yeah. Looking all brown and stuff.
This isn't the first time you've done this, Barnabas.
Sorry
I was in my 90 the last time.
I remember. Godly, Sanctus.
Well, you know. Anyway.
What? You're not here then?
Over there, that building over there.
Was that one?
Yeah.
And he probably points to the wrong one. That's like by his eye line. It's just like
she looks and she takes your hand, puts it down, raises your other one, and points in the complete opposite direction. There.
I was just testing you to see if the power of Christ was going to guide your hand. Well done.
Right, now push off.
And
she closes the door.
I'll just play. That's enough for one morning. And they'll turn off and start walking towards the building he was thrown towards.
You say walk.
Stumble gallantly.
Sway. Yeah. You sway to the other building. Okay. Doc.
Yes.
You, well, firstly, give us a description of Asbjørn. What does he look like?
Asbjørn is, well, he's big. He's about 6'6". I don't know, probably pushing 300 pounds. And he's always in the sort of brown Benedictine type robes, with all of his arms covered and everything like that, as you know, a foreshadowing of tattoos that won't be revealed later in the season. And he has like a big puffy blonde beard and a head full of blonde hair, and just is always kind of a little bit like withdrawn in on himself in his posture, and so whatever he's doing, wherever he is, he's trying to help somebody, whether they want it or not.
Okay, cool. So you awaken again. It's quite early. Sun is shining. Inside your room, you are sharing it with another person. Because it is essentially whatever available bed was available. But considering you've been on the road for how long, would you say?
A few weeks, probably.
Probably nice that you're not sleeping in a hay thing or by the side of the road.
And before that, he was in a boat, so... Ooh.
Yeah, so it's you try sleeping in one of those, you know. So it's not too bad. If someone would think it would be a quite firm bed, mainly wood. But fundamentally, it's not too bad.
And he's slept in worse places.
Yeah. So you've woken up. The gentleman that was sleeping in your room, he's already gone. But you know it's not before long. that you hear a knock on the door.
Okay. Stands up and walks over to the door and he says, who is it?
It's Barnabas again.
Barnabas.
This is Barnabas French.
Oh, brother Barnabas, hold on. And he sort of takes him up. He's like, hello, good morning.
Hello, Asbjørn.
Yes, I think.
What? You're Asbjørn, yes.
Yes, I'm still Asbjørn.
Good. I was just checking.
But okay. And how are you this morning, brother?
I'm very turned around. The God has abandoned me this morning.
Just for this morning?
Yes, I expect he'll turn up towards the bottom of my morning beverage.
Oh, all right. Well, is there something I can help with? Maybe there is work that needs tending to, or some sort of I can read and write if you need to follow you around and take notes. Maybe
there is a lot of filing to do at the church. The library last night just got all messed up somehow. And we need to put the book.
No.
We need to put the books back before the other monks.
Somebody broke into the library and
yes,
and
that
terrible.
Happened. Yeah, oh, such a shame. In a house of the god as well.
Yes. Well, very bad. I would not want. No, we should go and help make our way there.
Yes, but we mustn't tell anyone else this happened. We'll fix it, and then we don't need to worry them.
Oh. This is secret helping.
Yes, the best kind. God moves.
Good deeds done in secret. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll keep it secret. And he ducks and makes his way out of the doorway.
Asbjørn, ready to go?
Yes, of course. I'm up here.
Oh, right, of course. Then Barnabas will sort of stagger, turn around, and start to follow.
Follow Asbjørn? Is that what you do? Essentially, you following Asbjørn, or where you are you leading?
No, I'm going to follow Asbjørn. I'm sure
okay.
Barnabas is convinced he knows the way better.
Right. And Asbjørn once in a while just be like, this way. Nope. No. Over here, brother. Brother Barnabas. Just gently guides him back.
All right. So essentially, you're guiding him back to the, I suppose you could say is the upper level of Grafton. It is essentially a Mott and Bailey settlement, which essentially there's a hill in the middle, there's the church on top with all the main things, upper class kind of accommodation, the library, the church for the mass and everything like that is up there, rectory and all that jazz. Which is then kind of it's got a palisade wall around it. It's got about a 5 to 6 foot ditch after that, and then it goes into kind of what you could say is the main town proper, which is level 1, which all the artisans and most people stay there if you've got some sort of skill or something like that. And then you've got another palisade of kind of wooden palisades around, and then on the outside you've got the farmlands, all the farm workers, all the lower class outside living there. It's not a massive settlement, but for this time, it's classed as a town, I would say. It's classed as a town. So you start heading up into the top tier of the settlement, up the hill. It's a bit of a walk. It's not a massive hill, but it seems, especially for Barnabas, it seems a bit higher. It may as well be like that to him, almost vertical. But, yeah.
Are you all right, brother?
Yes, just morning breathing exercises so that I might give my sermons more potently.
Is that effective?
Very, very effective, yes. You hear me shout later on the spirit stuff.
Can you can teach me?
Yes, just breathe in and out like this.
Like this?
Yeah, a little more open the throat up.
Yes, I feel it's working.
It's very good. You're showing great potential.
And you pass a guard there who's just standing. He's got his thing, and he just looks at as you're going. and he kind of shifts to a bit further just in case you're infected with something as you pass through the gates into the church area. And as you're going into these gates, you notice two kind of like youngish women that you would know were handmaidens. They essentially take care of the visitor / prisoner that lives up here. You vaguely know them. What names did I give them? I need to look up now. What names did I give them?
Bill and Ben.
Bill and Bet. No, I think I did better than that. Oh yeah, that was right. It was Beatrice and Mabel. Because why not? Beatrice and Mabel. And you know them as Beatrice and Mabel, and you can see them heading towards the kind of upper class accommodation, which is kind of like it's quite tall, this place. The church is the tallest part with the bell tower at the top, but it's like a 3-story kind of place there, and you can see them heading in to inside.
Brother Barnabas, shall we say hello? Is it appropriate?
Yes, you may say hello to a handmaiden when she is without her maid.
Oh, all right. Good morning, Beatrice and Mabel.
And they stop, and they turn, and they look, and they go, "Oh, hello."
Yes. Beautiful day. How is the guest upstairs, the lady?
Oh, you know what she's like. You know.
No, I don't. I've never met her.
Yes, don't know
Oh
who
no,
she is.
you wouldn't, would you? Would
No,
you? You wouldn't
no.
know. No, of course not. Well, she's okay. She likes to lie in, you see. So we let her have a bit of a lie in.
Does she get up for prayers and?
Oh, she gets up for prayers. She gets up for prayers.
Oh, good.
Sometimes, yeah. She'll go. She'll go when she fancies
Right.
it. She's
All right,
rich blood, you
please.
see.
Oh, I see. She's a wealthy woman.
Well, that's what they tell me. You know, poor people don't have two handmaidens, you know. Isn't that right? Oh, yeah, that's totally right, yeah.
Well, please give her our blessings. Pass them along.
Right, I will. What's your name again?
I am Asbjørn.
Asbjørn. I'll see you later, Asbjørn.
Okay.
And they go away all giggling, and they head back inside.
Is it funny?
Barnabas will just lean to Asbjørn and go, you saw two of them as well, right?
Yes. Beatrice and Mabel.
Yes, that's good. Well done. You've passed the test of...
The strength of the god is returning to you.
This is very good. Well done.
Good.
And you guys, I'm assuming, head towards the library or the place where they kept most of the books.
Yes.
which is-
Oh, look at this mess. Someone vomited over here. Oh.
Filthy criminals.
We'll leave you there, and we'll go head upstairs. Millie, Lady Alice.
Oh, hello.
You feel the cool, warm sunlight on your face, like like a wintry. It's cold, but it's like a
Cool
winter
and
sun.
warm, yes, it
Cool
makes
and
perfect
warm.
sense.
That's perfect sense for Lady Alice. That is. Don't question it.
An
wakes
average
you up.
temperature, yes.
From your deep sleep. Now, essentially, for the past year, it's been a bit formulaic. You would wake up, handmaidens will come in and essentially help you dress, and you do this, that, or whatever. So why don't you describe the room for you? Because you've had a year to kind of personalize this room.
This room is full of bullshit. There's the kind of bullshit that rich people usually amass, which is very shiny and very pretty and very well made. And there's the kind of bullshit that Lady Alice amasses, which is essentially an ADHD person's arts and crafts room times 20. But it's all clay related. She's tried needlecraft. It's not a good idea. She's tried all sorts of things, but clay is the one thing she thinks she knows. So the entire room is full of her creations. She has things on walls and on drawers, and Susie looks horrified because she knows what these are. She has been busy and very bored because there's not much to do when your fiance won't talk to you.
Indeed. So, the handmaidens come in, and they start getting your things ready, And she's, oh, good morning, miss. My lady, how are you doing?
Oh, hello. Other
Beatrice, my
Alice.
lady.
Right, yes. I tend to just call you all Alice, though. It's easier.
As my lady likes.
Yes.
Right, I'm just laying out your dress for your clothes for today. Do you have any plans today, or would you like to do the usual?
Well, I've rather thought the plan was the usual. Am I allowed to do other plans? What plans should I do?
Oh, it's not for me to say. All I know is that you're not allowed to leave this upper level.
Well, I suppose I shall walk about the upper level then again for the umpteenth time, and then maybe make some more crafts.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I do love your latest creation, milady. I do love it.
Oh, do you? The little star?
Yeah, it's a very interestingly shaped star. I think Mabel wanted to borrow it for a bit, but I said she couldn't.
Oh,
You know, it's
lovely.
not
No, she'll make
proper,
her
like-
her own star. It's fine. I don't want her touching mine.
And she goes bright red and right. Let's get you dressed. There's I don't know if you've seen the new monk that's come in to Crafton, have you?
They've got a new Colin.
Yes, milady. I think his name is Asbjørn.
That's
He's
nice for him.
quite tall.
Quite tall. I don't know what that means.
It means he's very tall, milady. He towers.
You said quite, though.
over.
Why would you say quite if you meant very?
It's just... I don't know, milady. I'm not good with my words.
Right. Does tall make him closer to God, then?
I suppose it does a little bit. I mean, I suppose if God's up there, and the taller you are, then I suppose it does. It surprises me that all, like, holy men aren't, like, really tall. I never thought of that.
I suppose it's good that I'm on the upper level, then. She'll look up towards where the sky would be.
Yeah, it's just kind of like wooden beams and just a room.
Yeah, not for her. For her.
Yeah. You
The
do
face
have a
of her
window,
beloved
by
up
the
there
way.
somewhere.
Yeah, you do have a window, by the way, for like I don't know, singing of birds or whatever. Disney.
I shall
princess.
peep out of it like a Disney princess.
Yep. And you look out of it, and before you is Crafton before you, and it's just waking up and everything. It's a beautiful day. And then down below, you just hear, "Off your way!" And then just another shouting of someone obscenities, and they just think pretty standard day in Crafton, you know, as people start waking up, hungover and stuff like that.
Oh, what a lovely day.
Yeah. So, you're now fully dressed, and the things essentially you've done pretty much for the vast majority of the year is obviously doing the clay things. You'll go for prayers, somewhat Brother Barnabas of him, because he's been around for a year and you've probably talked. You know that there is a garden in the center of this building, because it's kind of like a square, and the center of the building is like a courtyard that has a small garden in it. Not much is growing at the moment because it's winter, but you can go
I shall
there.
walk round and round it like a goldfish in a bowl, nonetheless.
You can see there's actual indentation marks where you have literally just done this again and again. Get stuck. Is there any particular place you would like to go, or anything you would like to do? The handmaidens have said that Brother Barnabas is retreated to the library. That was heading to the library. You know of it. Whether you go in there often is kind of like entirely up to you. It is a lot of reading.
That sounds painful. But he is tall, and I'd like to find out how to be tall, so that maybe if I got taller, my darling would talk to me.
Smart. Would you like your handmaidens to come, or are you just going to dismiss them?
I think they probably should.
Okay. They will follow you but at a respectful distance behind, because they're there in the background, so they're kind of like Well, you know what they do.
Alice's.
Yeah, they're Alice's. Yeah, absolutely. So you start heading down. And you are on the 3rd floor of this. You are as tall as this part of the building can be. And you head down these wooden stairs. And there's always a guard outside your room. And as you walk by, he would normally nod his head. It's always different. Always a different guard.
They're all Jason.
They're all Jason. Yeah. You start heading down these steps. It's pretty quiet up here at the moment, and it doesn't take you long before you find the library. And as you open up the library, you see Brother Barnabas doing what? Exactly?
He will absolutely be sat down with his tankard and probably with his feet up and just be going, yeah, no, that one goes over there. God would love it if you picked up that pile and put it over there, actually.
Onto this shelf over here.
Yeah, yes, that pile, just dust the vomit off. That one goes...
Dust it? Okay.
Flick it, it's fine. And then it goes there.
All right. What about all the broken glass? It looks like something was knocked over. Here?
Yes, don't pick that up. It's a bad idea.
All right.
Yes.
Right, thank you. You're very wise.
Thank
you, Brother Barnabas.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, there's a woman here.
What? And he probably can't even turn that much, to be honest. He's just sort of
I
reclined.
still hear this and look behind her.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Is it?
Good day, morning. It's good morning.
Is it
wishing
good,
you
though?
good morning. Hopefully, if God sees it fit, to bless us with a good morning.
Right.
Yes.
You are quite tall, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. The Lord has given me quite a large frame.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, yes, I'm tall.
Is it for
Yes.
drying meat?
No, not that kind of frame. I just mean I have a large. I'm big.
Yes. How did you do that?
I don't know. My parents were very big, and where I grew up, we, I suppose, ate a lot of fish. Maybe it's fish.
Fish.
Yes.
All right, I shall do that. Thank you.
Wait.
Aren't you
why are you
clever?
asking? Am I? Oh, okay. Good. But
She'll look to the other one. He must not have eaten very much fish at all.
I don't know, Brother Barnabas. What is your diet like?
What?
What do you eat?
Everything.
Oh, that explains that. Okay.
There's fish. There's bread. There was an otter once.
An otter?
Yes.
Alive or dead?
Halfway. But sort of between the two. He just looked at me funny and I thought, God, I'm not having that.
Ah, so you taught him a lesson.
Yeah, I gave him a sermon.
Oh, well, that's good. You preached to him and then you ate him.
From his body she shall transcend to Christ through my colon.
Not familiar with that passage.
It's Leviticus 69.
Quite beautiful.
Is that why whenever I walk past the stables I shout Jesus Christ?
That'll be it. Actually, yes.
Huh. I'm learning so much today.
Oh, you're in the library.
She suddenly realizes she's in a library.
It's appropriate.
Oh gosh,
You
yes, sir.
Are you a visitor here to this village, to Grafton? I don't believe we've met before. I'm Brother Asbjørn.
That's nice for you.
Yes. What is your name?
Lady Alice Hornwright.
Oh, Oh, Brother Barnabas, this is the upstairs lady.
Yes, I think I recognize you from the back of some of my sermons. Are you a lady of God?
Oh, yes, gosh. Well, I mean, not yet, but soon.
Were you waiting for a baptism?
In a way.
To be
Interesting.
washed.
I hate myself. I hate myself.
We've got a little thing at the back here you splash around in if you want. For practice.
Sure that you will come to God very soon.
Sometimes
What is he pointing at? A font or something?
he doesn't know, to be honest. He probably
This
thinks
is a
it's
library.
the font. Yeah. It's just
It's not. There's no font in a library.
No, it'll just probably
What
be
about the library font?
a puddle of rainwater that's come into the window he smashed. That's
Not
just
the
like
vomit.
there. That's holy water, that is. See,
It is.
it's in the church, isn't it?
That's true.
She will just sort of stand over it, looking into it, expecting something to happen.
Cerebellum, Amenominus, Sanctus, Otterus, Ine, non passe. I'll give it 5, maybe it's a bit late.
He does that quite a
Right.
lot these days.
It's a bit of an absent father figure is gone.
Is he your father?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
My dear, he is everybody's father, even yours.
Yes, he's a father to all of us.
I thought that was illegal.
To
Be a father?
What?
No, to just marry a...
Oh,
It's not long before you hear footsteps coming in the library, and it is another brother. He is quite young. He's one of the younger ones who recently took up the cloth. And he heads in. He bows his head to Lady Alice and heads over to Barnabas and Asbjørn.
hello, Brother Colin.
Oh, hello. I'm here with a message. I believe there is someone in the town who wishes to speak. Well, Brother Barnabas, really, but maybe you too. I don't know. They just requested someone from the church to see them. I'm afraid they're in the other place. They said they'll be meeting you there.
The other place.
The
Brother Barnabas, do you know what this means?
other place, another place.
Isn't that literally every place as it isn't here?
This is. The
So-
godly woman makes a good point.
This could take a while.
So,
Thank you, Lady Alice.
Barnabas, you will know that it's very common for a lot of people to call the pub on the outside of the town the other place, because there's one inside the town, and if they don't want to go to that one, they just go, "Oh, can we go to the other place?" And that's dubbed the name, the other place.
So I think he'll he'll probably get very excited when he hears that. He'll want to bring Asbjørn with him because he just knows he's probably too drunk to even make it there, but at the same time wants to hide his secret drinking. But eventually he'll just be like, right, yes, oh, the important work must be done at the other place, yes.
If it is important, I should go with you.
You should learn, actually. That's a good point. You should learn about being a priesty monk. Right.
Yes, priest
Yes.
monk.
Tell them I'll be there as soon as I can roll down the hill, pretty much.
Yes.
And then I'll just wait and see if they leave or if I follow them out. But
I'll just stand there silently.
yeah. I don't know
Awaiting
about you.
input.
I'm gonna wait and see what he does and take my lead. from
Idle
him.
animations. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we'll go into our T pose.
So, you just gonna stand around, or are you?
No, I think like that. Oh, sorry, I was saying that to the guy who came in. It's like, "Yes, I'll be down there
he's
in
gone.
a minute.
He will go.
Oh, he already left already.
He will just kind of no, because he's got work to do, man. Some people work around here, Barnabas. Yeah, some people have to work.
The work of a holy man is never done, my son.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Even when it looks like he's drunk.
Asbjørn, do you want to
he's
go
always
get
working.
shit face?
It is. I don't know that word. My English is.
When you fall down in the stables.
Oh no, I did not want that.
But it's also an important biblical lesson about how to feed a lot of people when you don't have a lot.
I see.
It's very impressive.
Okay, yes, I would like to learn this lesson.
All right, then, come on
Thank you
then.
very much. Lady Alice, it was nice to meet you.
Was it?
Good.
Oh, lovely.
Congratulations on your almost baptism.
Wedding. But thank you.
All right. Just
I'll wander out.
So the monk, they head outside, and Lady Alice, you continue with your day, whatever that may be, walking around in circles in the courtyard, or doing some fine crafting with clay, whatever you decide to do. So, Astrid, you and the person you've been with, called Tristan, you're waiting outside of Crafton, and you're staring at the building that some people have called the other place, but the locals that you've heard around here just call it Drink. They just go, do you want to go drink? And then they go to the place. It's an unusual name, but I don't think, names for pubs have caught on just yet. So this is the early stages of it. Mm-hmm. So that's a J fact right there. So you're there with him. So why don't you give yourself a description? What do you look like?
So she's a little bit of a mishmash, because she sort of has some of her mother's influences of sort of natural furs and leather stuff and very nature-based clothing or trinkets and things like that. But she's also sort of but half kind of normal villager outfit. And she hasn't really lost that over the last year. She's sort of, if anything, she's kind of gained more randomness of like, ooh, that's nice, I'll do this, and just sort of like kind of whatever takes her fancy. So she doesn't quite look like everybody else in the village. Definitely a few odd looks. Yeah, so she's that, if that helps.
Yeah. Okay. And Tristan next to he's basically your contact or help that you've had for the past year. And therefore, obviously, for the past year, you went at the end of last year with Thorn, and you went in search of Lady Alice, try and find where she went when she was kidnapped. He's basically your contact to help you out and discover this. You and Thorn decided to expand your search by splitting up and going elsewhere. And Tristan heard, you yourself heard of a rumor of a very beautiful but dim woman being held at Grafton, and you thought maybe that fits the thing, because fundamentally Grafton isn't like super far away from Chilston. It's far for the travel speed of the time, but it's not like ridiculously far. So it's within the kind of area that you could potentially have thought that maybe that's where. So it was a lead worth checking out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how
Tristan,
many beautiful but dim ladies could there be?
Exactly. So Tristan, he is in his lower 20s. He's got long, really greasy, mucky brown hair that kind of clings to his face, and he's got one of those really like patchy, stubbly beards. that like it doesn't seem to be growing really well. It's just like all over the place. He looks the part. He looks like he belongs in this area, like a farmer, like the lower class of the things, like a peasant. And he's there. He's just kind of like resting up against this fence, looking at the building. And he turns to you, says, "Well, I've sent message to get someone from the church out here. With any luck, they'll be able to tell us if it is the woman you're seeking."
Yeah. It's been a while, so it'd be nice if it is. But, we probably should have asked if she's an artist in any way. That might have helped narrow it down a little bit.
Well, I mean, you could always talk to them afterwards. I mean, they're coming down here to meet you. Do you have a plan of attack? How do you want to do this?
Well, I mean, we just kind of want to know if it's her first, right? We don't need to...
Yeah.
Then the problem is, if it is, then how do we
get
her out? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose a few drinks here and there, that could help out, get them talking. I've never known a monk that didn't like to drink.
No, definitely. I think, well, yeah, getting someone drunk sounds like a good idea, because, they loosen them up.
Is there anything you'd
kind
like?
Of straight-laced, aren't they?
Not the monks I've met.
Oh.
Yeah.
When
a lot of the monks, when they make the booze, they tend to drink the booze. They got to taste it, or at least that's what they say.
Well, it just it should work, I guess. I don't. I mean, we could try sneaking her out, but the hardest thing is going to be convincing her of what we're doing without her just giving it all away.
Right. Okay. Well, what would you like me to do? Would you like me to accompany you on this, or would you like me to scout out the place, the town, see what I can find? Like guards and positions. What would you like me to do?
I mean, you could go have a quick scout, but we don't know it's her yet. Although, I mean, you could go see if there's anything interesting to do or see.
Okay, I can do that. Anything in mind?
I don't know. Like, we're in a new place. There's always something interesting. Maybe there's a traveling merchant, or a little show on or something.
He looks at you and then looks down at all the trinkets and bits and bobs on you and looks up. Right, I think I got the idea. I'll see what I can find.
But look to see if there's guards at the same time. Obviously,
Of course,
yeah,
I'll do that.
As well.
Any trouble, you scream and I'll come running.
I'll whistle.
You'll whistle.
Bird call, kind of.
Okay.
Something like that. It'll be better. I'll. Yeah, I'll figure it out. You'll know it's me. It'll be something like a wolf cry or something.
You know what? I think I will know it's you.
Okay.
Right. Don't you worry. Right. I'll see what I can find.
Good luck.
And he heads off and he starts walking further inside to Craft and through the main gates, which the main gates currently have just 2 guards. They're just there. So these guards, essentially the guards are wearing just padding. There's no true leather or anything like that. It's essentially just a bunch of padding with a spear, which is a blade on a stick, just like that. Just holding. Nothing too extravagant. These aren't these ones don't look like professional soldiers whatsoever that you've seen before. These are just militia, if that, So he walks in quite nicely. So you're just left alone, or at least semi-alone. You feel a kind of scratching on your shoulder, and little guy comes up. He gives you a little kind of squeak. I think that's what they sound like.
It's a squirrel, for anyone who's not sure.
It's a squirrel. It's not one of Lady Alice's things. You're fine.
They don't make a noise.
Yeah, they don't really make too much noise. It's just chittering. Right. Well, so you might have to hide a little bit. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if you can, if you could help me get a few more extra coins, that would be really good. You know, the shiny things. You like shiny. Go find shiny. I'll try and throw him off down into the...
over the thing. So Piper basically just goes down, you think, and just starts darting in between everyone's legs, having a look around. So there you are. You know the place where you want to go. Is there anything else you would like to do before you head in?
I will. I will brush myself down and trying to look more holy, even though she doesn't at all. She'll just be like
trying to hide the paganism.
Yeah. And then yes, I guess I'll head in and look for either the people or for a table for us.
So you head into this building, and it's quite a reasonably large building. It's made all of wood, a lot of it rotting. Inside you will see there is a counter at the far end, and before you is this huge space. It's the building is essentially just one giant hall, which has a number of tables, rectangular tables dotted around, a load of seats all over the place, but a vast majority of it is just open space, just to accommodate how people just flood in at the end of the workday to have a drink and then head back out. Because this accommodates most of the farm hands and stuff, and this is essentially quite a big farming community. But there's barely anyone inside because most people are out in the fields or at work, wherever they need to be. There is one or two. One still probably passed out from the night before, just slumped in the corner somewhere. You do see a man behind the counter, and he seems to be just kind of organizing things, writing bottles that were possibly knocked over. He's got a broom sweeping up glass or wood or whatever it was that was... I don't even know if they had glass at this time, to be honest, if I'm honest. But whatever was on the floor, he was just sweeping
probably
up
more
gunk.
clay
Yeah,
things,
more clay.
actually.
Probably
clay
like clay.
and leather tankards and stuff, maybe.
So they were...
Totally
just
historically
sweeping around.
accurate. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. We'll go clay because clay tends to...
Clay makes sense.
That's safe.
Sure
It's safe. Because they had that for a very long time. So yeah, you see the person in there. There's no one in there just yet. And you see the gentleman behind you, who is quite a rotund person. Got quite a big belly on him, quite broad shoulders. You can see he's got a very red, puffy face, possibly from sunburn. Maybe working in the fields in the past. Quite a puffy face, quite old, probably in his 40s. Something like that, and bald, just completely bald. But he's got quite a big, bushy beard, and he looks at you. Hello.
Oh, hello. Is there any food left, or
Well, let me have a look. I think we might have some bread. We just had a fresh delivery. Bear with me. And he heads on round, and he goes. And he brings out a big loaf and he starts kind of cutting just a big chunk off for you, and he puts it down on thing. Anything to drink?
Yes. Well, actually, what's good at getting someone drunk? Like the best thing you have for getting someone drunk?
I imagine that'll be the ale.
Right, I'll take 2 ales.
Right, okay. Are you looking to get drunk?
No, me no. But I'm looking to get someone else drunk.
Right, looking for a husband or something, are we?
No. Looking for a lady, actually.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. And he heads on over, and he have you taken a seat yet?
No, I'm at the bar.
Okay, so he puts the two things at the bar, and he looks you're looking for a lady. I've got a wonderful daughter, you see. No man will touch her, but
Oh, what is she? Wait, is she?
she intimidates them, you see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is she a knight?
No.
Oh, well, maybe she should be if she intimidates people.
Well, she works here. She tends bar and the tables, and she's also the bouncer, you see. So she throws them out should they be a bit,
Oh, well. She doesn't need to take a man, to be honest. I mean, I know a knight who took a lady.
Oh?
I mean, as in a lady knight who took a lady.
Did the knight rescue the lady? Because I think that's how the story.
It might have been the other way round a little bit. I don't know. Ethelred's pretty good with a rolling pin.
I haven't heard that lady.
Yeah. Oh, talking of ladies, do you? So I heard that there's a really beautiful lady that lives in up in the church. Is that true?
Well, I really shouldn't tell you this.
Do you want to get drunk? And I just push the ale towards him.
You know what?
Because that'll loosen your tongue, and then you'll might tell me things.
You know what? Actually, I'm good. I'll save that for the person you're going to try and get drunk. I'm fine.
Right. Will you just tell me things without getting drunk then?
I'm a bit tad uncomfortable at this moment.
You said, but I mean, it's just a question of if there's a lady in the church or not.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
lady.
suggesting they're doing stuff they shouldn't be. She's married to God, or going to be married to God, or something.
Have you had a drink today?
No, and I start just chugging some of the ale, but only get about 2 gulps down and go.
Yeah, it's not good ale. It's real bad.
I'm not used to the stuff I'm not used to from home.
Right.
I've had a drink now, though. Carry on your questions.
Well, there are ladies up at top.
No, but is there
sure.
blonde one with radiant blonde hair, and she crafts fertility totems?
Are you sure you haven't drunk before you came in here?
I just had a drink. I showed you. I did it. I don't want to do it again. It's not very nice.
I'm afraid I haven't seen any beautiful blonde-haired fertility goddess around here. Sorry.
Oh, well, what were you going to say then? You had some sort of secret, then you stopped saying.
Oh no, it's just that some gods sometimes they talk and they say there are women up there that they talk about it, but that's about it really. That's pretty much all I was going to say.
That's not even a thing. That's just there are women and there are men. Well, is that the sort of gossip around here? That's really.
Don't you think it's a bit weird that they have women up at the church?
Well, not I don't know how church people work so much, but it doesn't seem strange to me at all to have men and women in the same place. Why would they not?
Right, okay.
I mean, it seems strange. Does it not seem stranger to you to have a place that's full of only men?
Never really thought about it, to be honest.
Well,
just
think
what the
about
church
it, and it'll
tells
start
us.
to make you go, yeah, that does seem a lot stranger than just having men and women together doing the things that they do all the time. And no, I don't know.
I'm gonna
Sometimes
get back
I really
to,
wonder what it's like out here, and I've been out here a year, and I'm still starting to question everything.
Right.
Not starting
Okay.
to, just generally questioning everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you continue question. You enjoy your drink, and I'm gonna just continue cleaning up. Okay.
And eating, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And he starts to head off, and he gets his broom, and he goes to the back, and then he sticks his head back just to look at you one more time, and then heads back into the big smile. You hear a grunt from the guy on the floor. Yeah.
It's morning.
You wait a little bit, and it's not long before the door opens, and one very tall figure and one very swaying figure enters.
Why do we have to wear the hoods?
Because sometimes, although God is giving in his love of us, Asbjørn, the locals get real fucking mouthy when the monks go drinking in the daytime.
Oh, I see. All right.
So we hide our shame from them, but not from the Lord.
Ah, okay. All right. Yes.
Also, they
Shame on
serve
display.
really good ale here, actually. That's the main reason.
All right.
I'm at the bar just sort of stirring it with my finger.
It's really thick. You have to kind of semi-chew it. You know, something's gone wrong in the whole
I
process.
feel like this was
here.
meant to be soup, and they did something very wrong.
But Barnabas will wander towards, or stagger at least towards the bar through the inn and stuff.
And Asbjørn will steer Barnabas in that way.
Oh, that's right.
Towards the fireplace.
They moved it over here, I remember.
Brother Asbjørn, I'm sure you can find the bar if you can find anything. It's this way.
What?
There's two of you, and I just quickly pour a little bit to rebalance the drinks, and then be like, not that very much was out of it. It's like, oh, here, I got you both a drink, so you can get drunk, so you can have a drink.
Thank you, child.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, God is good.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Please drink, and because it's really good.
Right. Thank you.
And.
Oh, that's holy.
Are you from the church? You look church-like, although you're wearing your hoods, but I can still see quite obvious crosses and obvious outfits.
It didn't work, did it? Yes, I'm Father Barnabas.
Barnabas, nice to meet you, Barnabas.
And this is a very tall boy.
Hello, I'm Brother Asbjørn.
Oh, Asbjørn and Barnabas. Okay.
I think it's Barnabas.
But he said Barnabas.
He has an issue with his speech, when he's drunk.
Oh, he's already drunk? Oh.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes it easier.
I don't know
or
because I have
hard.
never had an encounter with him when he was not. So he's just like this all the time.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And what is your name, my child?
Astrid, hi.
Oh, Astrid. That's a Norse name. Pleasure.
Oh, I've never been to Norse.
Oh, it is not a place, but people. It's where I'm from. I'm from Scandinavia.
You said it wasn't
from
a
the
place.
Northlands. But it is a kind of people. I'm from a place called Birka.
Birka?
Yes, it's a small village in the far north where it's very cold.
Well, why are you here then?
Oh, it's a long story, but my village converted, and then I got very angry, and then God appeared to me in a terrifying vision, and told me to become a monk. And so now I used to have a bunch of gods, and now there's just the one.
Oh, wait. Did the one kill all the other gods?
I don't think so. I mean, just between you and me, the new one, he's kind of a wimp.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
everybody.
he didn't turn up to the wedding. I know that much.
Oh, there was a wedding.
Well, no, there wasn't a wedding in the end. There was just almost a mass murder. Well, it kind of was a mass murder, and then he didn't show up, and one of the seals almost got broken, and then another 2 did somewhere else, I guess, and then we all went wrong, sort of thing.
I took part of that in, but this mass murder, it was not done by any white Viking type people, or it wasn't like a war,
no.
like a battle.
There was some battle, but only because it had to be done.
But you didn't see any Vikings?
No, I don't.
Oh, good.
No,
Okay.
I didn't see any Vikings.
That's
But-
good.
Yeah. No, just
Just a normal mass murder.
as not. I mean, I've never. To be honest, I haven't seen very many. Like that was pretty much the only one. But maybe that's normal. I'll tell you next time I see another one.
Well, I'd like to see it. I've seen a lot. I'm not an expert, but I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot
Oh.
of them.
Right. Well,
You know who's seen a lot of them?
Who's that, Brother Barnabas?
God. He has seen
Always
literally
teaching.
every one of them.
because he
Brother
watches
Barnabas.
everything.
Didn't do
Kind of
anything about it
Barnabas
though, did
is
he?
full of wisdom.
Full of wisdom
other
and
things.
yes.
He likes to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great comfort. Could I have another one of those ales, maybe bigger?
Is the bartender even there anymore?
Yeah, when he hears someone, can I have it here? His head just goes whoop, round the back. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Hello?
He heads on round, gets a bottle and pours it into the thing and hands it over to you.
Does this
looked
come in
at
a larger
Barnabas.
size?
Barnabas? Sorry, what was that?
Does this come in a larger size?
No.
Maybe a bigger
Do you want
mug.
me to leave the bottle?
Tankard?
Yes.
That would be
Just leave the
lovely, thank you.
bottle. He needs to get drunk.
Places the bottle down.
Just
It's a quite
Thick.
fairly big sized bottle, and it's like it's huge. It's fucking huge.
I think Asbjørn, like tentatively just checking to see if it's okay, like we'll just start drinking straight from the bottle. Is this normal?
It
Brother
seems so.
Barnabas?
I mean, oh, you're asking him.
Everybody. I'm not from here, so I don't know.
Same. I'm not from here either.
Where are you from? Another place?
Another place that well, and I'm not really from there in a way because it wasn't really part of the village there. I was just staying with my mum, and I didn't really see anyone. It's also a long story, I guess. Is there a lady up in the church?
There's several.
Strange segue.
There are several ladies.
That's
up in
really
the
not.
church.
You're not saying a thing. It's there. Of course, is there a lady?
No,
Of course, there's a lady.
I know. See, that's apparently how they do the conversations around here. They just ask if there are women around, or notice that there are women around. It seems very odd. I don't know if are there not many ladies in this town, and that's why it's so
many.
surprising.
Lot of women.
Just- Yes, there are a lot, and it's a little bit strange because the past 2 years I have been just hanging out with dudes. And before that, my life was very different. And now there's women everywhere again, and there are ladies in the church. Is there something specific you're looking for?
Well, I don't know. Drink more,
have a
and I
type?
start to push the bottom of the bottle out so that he drinks.
Uh-huh. He
All
just
right,
drinks
hang
it
on
all.
Yeah. So we'll do another roll. So this is roll, Doc. Do a con check to see how drunk you're getting.
Okay. So my con score is 69.
Ayo.
I failed, but
Hell
just
yeah,
barely.
No one is gonna succeed.
We don't do luck pushing in this system, do we?
Oh, you
I
can,
push?
yeah, you
I
can
would.
push. So
I would
with this
push.
luck system, you can push the roll, but you'll need to get a hard success, or you can spend the amount of luck it would take to make it a success. So for
That's
that,
just
you can
4 luck
spend
points, so I'll just
4
spend
luck.
4.
Okay, so you spend 4 luck points to make it a success. You think you feel a little tingling, like, whoa, wait a minute, is the room swaying? Wait, no.
No, it's just
And it kind of
Barnabas.
refocus. It's just Barnabas, yeah.
Yes.
It's just Barnabas.
How
I'm like
drunk?
staring
drunk am
him
I?
down a little bit.
I'm still hanging in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can roll a con if you want.
41 against my 75.
41. It's not good enough.
I'm very adept at this.
You needed at least an extreme because you
Because of your
naturally
liver.
are in a state of drunkenness.
I almost get more straight the drunker I get.
Yeah.
My spine starts to unfurl.
I'm staring at them both going, this isn't working. And I start to sort of like think about, I open up my pouch of like herbs and various things and contemplate whether to just drop something in the drink. I'm like, no, that's maybe a little too much. Yeah.
So, why are you interested in women of the church?
The lady at the church who makes fertility totems.
Oh, goodness.
What?
What did I know of?
So Barnabas, you will know that Lady Alice has a particular interest in crafting, particularly with clay. And she swears every single one she's shown you is a different thing. A star, horse, a crown, everything you can think of, a tree. Yeah, every time you look at them, they just look really phallic. just difference. It no matter what, it just ends up with yeah.
Let me just see if I want to just roll just to check myself for something.
Yeah, okay, you go ahead.
Self-imposed rolling.
They're always good.
I'm not sure there's a skill I want to roll. This isn't quite. Oh no, this is so low anyway, but I'm gonna roll for it
Okay.
just in case. Oh, it wasn't
Close.
too far off.
You can spend 6 luck to make it a success.
Sure. Why not? I'm gonna spend 6 luck.
Okay. I don't know what you were fast rolling for.
Oh, hang on.
But-
Never mind. Yes, I was basically just a fast talk was the closest thing. Just to see how blunt I was gonna be, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Go on.
I don't know if tact is a skill.
I don't know about fertility totems, but there's a smashing blonde who makes cocks.
Roosters.
That's it. Great big roosters.
Oh, see, I thought that might be her for just a
You're
moment,
talking
but
about Lady Alice.
That's the one.
wait, her name's Lady Alice,
Yes.
and she's blonde.
Yes.
And you don't mean chickens, do you?
No, cocks.
Oh, penises. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh. I'm not excited at all. I just
It's okay to be excited about penises.
Oh, yeah.
We don't judge.
I know people get very excited about penises.
Yes, I've seen many people get excited. But again,
Yeah.
this was my life was very different.
Right.
Just stares off into the distance. But now I can't have sex with anyone. So, anyways, yes, she lives up in the monastery.
Why can't you? Did your penis get cut off or something?
Not yet. I've taken a vow of celibacy.
It's
which is
going to
in
be,
the
though?
rules. No, I hope not. But no, when I
don't know.
joined the order, I did take a.
Church does
Oh,
some
yes,
very
Lord.
odd
Church
stuff.
bells. Ding.
Sorry, that's weird.
It's just a
Weird
church bell. It's
It's just a
fine.
weird alert that just came. Oh well, okay. Right, okay. Because that would be strange. But then I've seen a lot of strange things recently, so I guess it wouldn't be that strange. But
Yes, the horrible things it sounds like.
has this lady been here a while?
I don't
Has she
know.
married God?
No, but she did stand in a puddle.
She did stand over a puddle.
She stood over a puddle.
Trying to get
Did
her
she
closer
create the puddle?
to. No,
Because you probably shouldn't have been watching if she did.
God did
That's
that.
true. Only God can make a puddle.
I beg to differ, but okay. Right.
She's been here for a little while. Hang on. What month? What day is it? What month are we in? All right.
It's today.
It's okay. Today.
It is this day. It is not Sunday.
It's probably November. the month of
November, December, January, March, Easter eggs, my birthday.
Yes. Good.
Then, so she's been here about a year, maybe.
Oh. She come to your birthday.
No, she didn't accept my invitation.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, I forgot to send her an invite. That's on me.
Oh, that's probably why.
I thought God would get her to turn up, but out of town again.
We'll do a big do for your birthday this year.
Thank you.
You don't. Okay, right. I need. Question. I might get you drunk again another day.
Brilliant.
Oh,
I need to go find some friends.
yes, it's a good idea. Make as many friends as you can because we're all going to die.
When? Wait, is it?
Who knows?
Is this? Look. The seal's not meant to get broken. What do you mean we're all going to die? Is someone poisoning the food again? Because you just gotta not. See, I gave you drink. I gave you the ale, and it was clearly disgusting. Oh no, I've poisoned the church now, and I should get Lady Alice out. Don't die. Don't break the seals. I'll be back. I gotta go find a knight and a baker. And I'm gonna whistle to Piper. It's gonna scurry along and up, and they'll probably think it's a rat or something. And I'm gonna run out the door.
What the very peculiar woman.
You run out the door. Barnabas, Asbjørn, are you going to do anything else?
I'm gonna finish my drink.
Drink.
Finish your drinks. You both look at each other, shrug, and you start.
I'm the designated walker, so I just have one or two more, and then
You run outside Astrid. You just pelt it outside, and in pretty much the same location as it was beforehand, you see Tristane. He's there just waiting for you.
I run out, and I'm just about to start doing the biggest wolf howl possible, and then I'm like, oh, you're there. Okay, good. I might have terrified everyone. Right, she's here.
Is she?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen her with my own eyes, but they described her really well. I mean, how many ladies make cock figurines and are really dim but blonde? And, well, there could be a lot, I suppose. I don't know. I've not been out in the world a lot. Do you think there's a lot of them? Do you think I should check?
I wouldn't expect so, no. No, I
Can't hear you at all.
Oh, sorry.
You're back. You're back.
Okay, there we go. Hang on.
What did you just say, Tristan? You just used your inside voice.
I think I wouldn't expect there'd be many women out there like that. So I think we could say for sure that that might be her, yes.
Okay. Well, we better go get Susanna and Ethelfred, because we got to figure out how to get her out. And I don't think I can do that on my own. And he doesn't always listen to me. Okay, he's a little bit.
You see,
He's a
Piper?
bit Lady Alice.
He's there, and he's got like an acorn in his thing, and he kind of looks
How is
at
that
you.
shiny?
It's a particularly shiny acorn.
Yeah, maybe I should be more specific.
And the guy interested in there, he kind of looks at the thing and, oh, I also got you this. And he takes out a wooden carving of an acorn. I thought you might like it.
Oh. Thanks. Did you carve this?
Oh, no, I bought it in the market. I was having a look for things that you may like, and I thought you might like it.
Oh, I'm gonna, has it got any kind of like little hole in it or anything?
Yeah,
And if
there's a
not, I'm
little
gonna
hole.
whistle. There's a little hole. I'm gonna loop it onto the various trinkets on my belt. But
Okay.
Piper, this one's for me, not for you. It's not real, so don't go nibbling it.
he tilts his head. He looks at it, looks at you, looks at
No.
Tristan, and he kind of maintains eye contact with Tristan a little bit too long. And he's like, and goes away. And he's like, right, well, what's the next step?
We gotta get Susanna, another friend, right? Like this is we've been looking for her for a year. She's here,
Right, well,
and they're the smart ones, and they're the strong ones, and they're gonna be able to get her out.
okay, well.
What is happening?
Why am I might have to rejoin the Discord call.
Is it you? Like, is everyone else are you cutting out for other people? Oh,
It is,
okay,
is it?
okay. It's not just me.
Okay, we might have to go. We might all have to disconnect, reconnect on the Discord call. But which means
We were
this
gonna
will be
have
a
a
great
break.
time to have a quick break. Just a real quick break, just to chill, just to go to the toilet very quickly and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll do a quick break. Jay,
Yes.
are you going to change screen or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got a BRB screen. We can go across to, and I'll
Right.
mute you all so chat. Don't
Everybody
have to
go
put up
and
with your
use the
nonsense.
bucket, quick.
Let's go.
The bucket.
Go, be gone. All right,
Cheerio.
I'll take us off. You're off the air now.
But I took an executive decision and respan for. Ah, you fucking shitball! Ah! No! 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 Ah! Starion grabs the loot. My baby, she left me. Cause I did a war crime. But if she don't like me, she ain't no baby of mine. We're doing more crimes. All of the time. Yeah. That's what you'd walk away doing, chat. That's what you'd walk away doing. Completely inappropriate. Okay. It's the war crime blues. Careful now. Careful, Brian. Brian, watch out for the... Oh, no. You ever think bleaching your anus should be called changing your ringtone? All right, cause you win the internet. Fucking hell, that's brilliant. Oh, not mum.
Right. Queen Vic.
Oh, mum, mummy.
Mama!
I'm sorry. Hang on, I have to take a moment. Mother!
Stay strong.
Right, I suppose there'll be a state funeral then, won't there?
I hope so. I hope so.
Right. There's not enough.
There'll be a state celebration here.
What did you say?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Mr. Fly?
What is your goddamn There's a dead woman on an island nowhere near here. Show some bloody respect.
Everyone in
Have
the
some
state
decorum.
has.
I'm going to be sick. Oh.
all pretty hazy when you're this old.
Okay. I'm gonna paint a word picture for you. See if any of this come back to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you remember a brothel there called the Witch's Cauldron?
Yes. It's all right.
Okay.
I answered too quick.
No, you just go with your gut, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
And do you remember a lady working there named Leaky Annie?
Leaky Annie, she was one of my favorites in the Armadillo.
That's my mama. She dead now.
That's your mom?
Uh-huh. And how you said you visited her for lady favors?
Scooter Brown's gotta go. Oh shit!
When was that?
I gotta go. No, I got important farming to do. Oh shit! Scooter Brown.
So write your name down.
Write my name down?
Is it possible, Daddy?
Yeah, hang on. Oh God! Who fucking timed that? Ah! Ah! Oh, you son of a bitch!
Just be a pro Twitch viewer and go for a cheeky wank while viewing. Yeah, come on, I demand loyalty. I expect you to still watch me and wank. No, 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 I don't. That's not in my head. That made so much more sense. That's not in my head. In my head, that. Oh fuck. Oh, we've made a dreadful error. Oh, we've made such a bad mistake. I am Lucius Alabaster of Alabaster's Analeptics, abating, allaying, and alleviating all antagonistic and aggravating ailments.
I have no. Was he speaking French?
English.
Would you prefer it in French? I could give it to you in French. Is that easier?
Go on then.
Je m'appelle Lucius Alabaster of Alabaster. On veut t'appeler pour vous. Je vais à le pont le parc. Je vais tout remettre à Saint-Arcent.
He said the same thing.
Yes, just twat them. All right.
Oh, frack! Why? Why? Why are you like this? Fuck's sake! I was so confident for this time.
Stop. Yay! Ow. Ow. No.
Ow!
Ow! Why? Why do you hate me, chat? Why are you like this? No. The hard bit is because it keeps turning the camera. Like I'm just fighting the camera permanently. Okay, no. Okay, no. Let's go this way. Oh! Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Sir, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I couldn't sit. No, I'm sorry. Please let me. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Are you okay? Are you okay? All right. Sorry. Fucking hell. Do you want to see my penis? I'll send it in a text. I know you don't even know my name, but that's the game. Would you like to play? You'd think you could report it. But all media platforms generally are run by men. Enjoy the patriarchy.
You're live
we all good
on
to
the
come
internet.
back? Everyone okay?
Oh,
We're live.
somebody,
we're all live,
somebody
aren't we?
waved at me,
We're
so I
live
already put
already?
it back on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that we
was
get a
the-
warning about that.
Someone waved at you.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I said someone wave at the cam, and then like 2 people waved. So I'm like, well, all right then.
Okay.
Cool.
Yup.
Look, you all got your clothes back on. What's the problem? Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You
We're
Yeah.
quicker
assume.
doing that. From the
Only
waist
on the
down.
top half.
Donald Duck in it, baby.
I'm wearing pajamas.
I do feel a tad underdressed.
Yeah.
You should.
With everyone else, yeah.
You should, for sure.
Yeah, come on, costume next
I know
time.
you have a Gambison. Go
Put you in a really uncomfortable wig.
Oh, here we go.
Yay! It's the
That's what we
GM
need
hat.
fan art of.
It's
Just
the hat.
Tom GMing in various hats.
I would wear it, but it doesn't fit. It's just, it wouldn't fit with these. And I don't have little kind of things that I can put in my ears, so. Oh, well, that was a one and done. One and done. Enjoy.
That's it, chat.
All right,
Nothing
so we're
else.
going to head back. We're all good to head back now. All right, so.
We're already live, Tom. We're heading back.
Yeah. Okay, we'll head back. Yeah. Okay. Susie. Lindy. We head back over now to a nice little cottage out in the countryside somewhere. This is a place you have been living in for about a year. The organization that you were with offered it for you at one, for thanks for what you've done, and the fact that you've joined them as well, and you were essentially waiting for information to happen. So they needed to put you somewhere, so they decided to pop you in this little cottage. Why don't you two describe to me what this little cottage looks like and roughly the area around it?
Go on, Lindy. I'll defer to you, my lovely wife.
Well, how about this? How about this? Lindy does the cottage inside. Susie, you do outside.
All right. Okay.
Well, so inside the cottage, we're a proud two-bucket household. I'll have everyone know. I know, but it's very cozy, very quaint. Because it's not a high-budget cottage. That went to the buckets. But there's like a cozy little bed in one corner. I imagine it's got like a couple dividing walls, but not a lot. There is a lot of kitchen in this cottage.
Yeah.
Big table for rolling out dough and rising and all proofing and all the things.
I like
you
to
have to do.
think that was the first island kitchen that ever was created.
Yep.
with that camp.
Big table for that. There's also a nice fireplace, both for cooking on, but there's a nice, I'd imagine, Sirsana probably hunted a bear at some point. There's a nice bear rug in front of the fireplace, with some blankets next to it for prime snuggle ambiance, and a lot of baked, like little bits of flour in the corners that are harder to get out, but also maybe a few embroidery things up on the wall, like because now that Aethelfrith maybe has a little bit of extra time now that she's not running a bakery, she can do the homey wifey crafty stuff. So
Okay, wonderful. And Susie, the outside, what does that look like?
The outside is much more Sana's domain, and she has like a night shed, which is just like where she keeps all her shit that she doesn't need now that she's not a roving hedge knight. So there's like a chest in there that's got like her old armor, and like her sword is in the house just in case, but you know, her shield's in there, and it's all kept nicely. But there's a couple of tools there for general sort of like garden maintenance. It's a pretty humble garden, nothing too fancy. We do have a couple of chickens, and we do have a very old cow who's probably this is her last winter, but we're gonna have some really nice steak when she's gone. And there's not much around them. It's like a pretty quiet area. It's very nice and relaxed compared to the year of hell that they went through.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so why don't you go through it? Firstly, describe what each of you, so you both wake up and describe what each other see, what you both look like, and roughly like what do you do during the day? I mean, what's a standard day for you guys here?
Well,
Leave out no
Aethelfrith,
detail.
She is not very tall. If I remember correctly, she's quite short, but thick. She's a little round from all the bread, but she's also got a lot of muscle under there. But she's got a very round face. She's very, very squishy, which is great for cuddling. And she's got bright ginger hair, which we're getting around that period in time where some people might not think that's the best thing to have, but it's fine. She's got bright ginger hair. She always has in a braid. It just helps keep the tangles out. And during the day, she wears a little bonnet to help keep it clean, because It's what you do. She's always got a little shawl on because she tends to get a little cold, and also she hates it when flour gets all down the blouse. It's just awful, so it's easier to shawl it up. But very simple browns and skirts and shirts, but always with shorter sleeves, like 3/4 length sleeves, so she can get in there and do baking without having to roll them all up.
She can get stuck in.
Yep.
All right.
I imagine the first thing she does is get some dough rising in the morning, or put it in the oven. She probably puts it out to rise the night before, and then puts it in starts cooking some buns first thing.
I see you there,
Okay,
Susie.
eyebrow top.
I see you there, Susie. Go on. What does Lady Sana look like? Not Lady Sana, Susanna. I mean,
Susanna.
technically.
No, she is a lady.
She is a lady.
This is a noble household. I just want to put that out there.
It is, yeah.
But Susanna is the polar opposite to her lovely lady wife. Susanna is tall, she is wide, she is muscular. Her hair is dark and curly, but she always like pulls it back into like a really just horrible messy ponytail just so it's out of her face. Her clothing is pretty well made. It's it's pretty high quality. Some money was spent onto it, but it's a nice sort of like just shirt. And then she has like a little overshirt that she wears that's got hide in it, just so it's a little bit warmer in these chilly temperatures. And I think she pulls on a little rabbit skin mittens that Aethelthryth made for her, and she's going to go out, she's going to get the water for the day, she's going to go check on the cow, and she checks into a little night shed, and she pulls out a little box, and she looks inside, and there's a little Tetley who's all curled up for winter in his little straw bed. So she just checks to make sure Tetley's all right. And then
Tetley's okay.
Yeah, basically day to day, fixing stuff, moving stuff, just chilling out.
Just chilling out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this day starts off like pretty much any other day. You've already gone through the growing season and the harvest season for what you have to do to survive. Now winter's here, essentially. It's basically just chopping wood to get as much wood as possible to make sure you keep the fire burning to stay warm. It's comforting to know that not too far away is a settlement that is controlled by the people that helped put you there. So should dire straits happen, not too far away, they're there to potentially assist you. Not that you feel like there would be. This past year's been quite nice, actually, considering all the stress and everything of last year. It's been nice to just relax and take it in and enjoy married life. And after a while, outside, Sana, you're there. You've got your axe. You've been chopping wood, as it does,
I'm like that woman on TikTok, you know the one.
I know the one. I think we all know the one.
Yeah, we
you're
do.
exactly like that. And it's not long before, in the distance, you see 2 horses starting to come up the dirt track. It's a very... Thank you, Jay. We don't have any coconuts, unfortunately. So we've just got a J. You see these 2 horses just coming out of the morning mist, I suppose you could say. It's very unusual because you don't see anyone, because this truly is out in the middle of nowhere. This track isn't really a proper track, you would say. It's so very rarely used that one could not even possibly say it's a track, but...
Yeah. So Sana hefts the axe down, cleaves a log in two, and she rests the handle of the axe on the stump, and she sort of leans on the top as she watches the riders, just to see, that old knight instinct.
Yeah.
Left.
As you start approaching, as they start approaching, and you see the different figures to come. One is a youngish gentleman on a horse, and the other is someone you recognise from a year ago is Astrid, from quite a long time ago. She is she is covered in tat from like all different parts. She jingles as she moves, but it's unmistakable that sweet innocence face, innocence of the world, Astrid before you. The person next to you is Tristane. Next to her is Tristane. Man, again, he looks rough. He looks quite rough. You know, he's got the hair that's kind of sticking to him. He does not look like good company, if you get what I mean. He looks like a bit of a thug. But he's staying a little bit behind Astrid and letting her take the lead. But yeah, before long, Astrid just kind of on your horse. You approach a rather muscular woman with an axe.
Susanna, it's Astrid.
Just the movie brushes the fucking sweat off her brow. Astrid, you all right? Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
I know. It's been a whole round the sun thing. Nope, that's probably, they wouldn't know anything about that. Anyway, it's been a time. It's been whole seasons of winters. Anyway, we found her.
Oh, you found who?
Lady Alice.
Oh.
You know, we were trying to find her for the whole year. I've been trying to find her this whole year. This has been my whole thing.
Look bothered that Alice is missing. She, when you say we found her and you say Alice, she's like, oh.
That's with good reason.
Yeah. She's a place called Grafton.
Grafton?
Yeah, where apparently women are very surprising for everyone, and the people I'm trying to get drunk are already drunk, or they just don't get drunk at all. It's really confusing. But anyway, we should go get her out. Where's the Ethelthred?
So Sana grabs like the reins, you know, near the mouth and sort of leads both horses in. She's like, come on in. We'll have a brew and then we'll get sorted, all right?
All right, hopefully it's better than the ale I had there. It was like soup, but not a good soup.
And Sana sort of leads you towards the cottage, and on the way she's like, Ace, we've got visitors.
Damn. Just a moment. Hey, there's like a rustling noise coming from inside, like things being moved, and like there's a clatter, and then Ethelfrith gets to the door. Welcome. Hi, visitors. Oh, Astrid.
Hi.
You. Hi.
Yeah, I'm visitors. Well, me and Tristan.
Oh, suppose he can come in too. It's pretty cold out. I was just getting ready to. We were just having our day. I'll get some more buns. And you see him like by the fireplace on the bearskin rug. There has been like lovingly placed out a tray with some breakfast, some cream-filled buns, and like a bottle of like wine or something, and like blankets spread about, and it looks like there's like something else that was wrapped up in a blanket and just like kicked across the room. And she goes to the kitchen and like goes like to the tray of bread that she's baked and pulls some more out. Mildly irritated, but pleasant still.
Justin stands there, looks around, and
it's the cozy season. We've got a routine.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I'm busy, but good. Got lots of bacon. I've got these cream stuffed buns. Would you like some?
Oh yeah, I haven't had one in ages.
Sana loves them, don't you, love?
They're more, they're a personal favorite. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I've been eating all sorts of different things on the road, and some places are kind of nice, and some places I think I could forage better, basically. But yeah, but it's interesting and different.
He's still making some milk, so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I'd love some
batches we're getting, especially if you're visiting here. So, just puts out some more.
Yeah, it'll be time to take Chop out to pasture soon. She's had a.
Oh well, you know,
like some chairs, so I didn't have any by the fire. 1 moment, please.
It's all right. I can sit on the floor.
we'll be having no guests in this house. Sit on the floor. All right, just hold on.
All
Like
right.
rumbling around for chairs, like what the
Excuse them. From like the sides where they're just neatly placed. Yeah. One in front of the bed, and just moving it.
Oh, thanks.
There
I
you go.
feel spoiled. Thank you. Well, I was just saying to Susanna, well, I found Lady Alice finally.
Really? Lady, how has she been? Where's
Well,
she
no.
been?
Well, she's in Grafton.
Grafton? I don't think... Have we been... I don't think I've been to Grafton.
We haven't been to Grafton now.
I haven't been to Grafton, no.
It's about travel that way.
Wow,
That's right. It's
pretty
definitely
far.
about travel that way.
Yeah. That sounds like
And-
it's been more than a day or two.
Yeah. Yeah. And but I mean, I didn't personally go talk to her. She's in like the church right in the middle of the
Oh,
town.
that's right. Did she get married yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's unclear. She is in a church, and church is God's place. So maybe she did finally marry God, and that's where they moved to.
Isn't that where she's supposed to be, though? I mean, that was my job, right? To go drop her off with clergy.
Nuns. But then they were all dead, so there was none.
True.
Yeah, but we need her though, because she helped us last time in stopping one of the seals get broken.
It's true. Oh, have Malva made the way inland?
No,
Ace.
the
Remember, it was that thing, not
the different
not
type
the
of seals.
Oh,
seal,
that's
the-
right. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it's never been that clear though. They could be by the coast. So, and they could even be real seals. I mean, like those sort of seals.
I mean, there was a bunch of them, right? Like about a dozen.
Yeah, well, no,
What Baker's dozen?
if I'm remembering correct, there's only 10 left. And my whole poem about 13 seals doesn't even work anymore.
Do you still remember that poem?
Of course, I totally. 13 seals for 13 stars. Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't have the Google Doc. I don't know. I should have dug it out. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't work now that there's only 10, though.
Right.
It's lost. It's the rhythm of it. But maybe I'll make up another bit. It took me 17 years to learn that one. Anyways, we need to stop more of them.
Time consuming.
Yeah, I know it. It was most of my childhood, just learning that speech so I could say it to people, and then I said it, and then
Again.
and then I said it again, and then I said it a third time, and then we still seals were still broken. So
You could like, add an addendum at the end and be like, "There's only 10 left."
oh yeah, like a little like badum-ching. But there's only 10. That makes it sound a little too jolly, and it's not that jolly.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. But we should go get Alice
All right.
after a bun.
Yeah, I should do some baking for the road. Do we want to bring some beef for the road? I mean, it'll stay frozen this time of year. Not spoiled.
Got plenty of salt. I can salt it.
Where are you going to get beef from? You've only got one cow.
Well, if we're going to be with Lady Alice, we're not going to be back for a while, are we?
Oh.
Do you like
So
chicken?
no more cream buns. It's like beef or cream buns. You can't have both.
It's true. I'll make us a bunch of beef buns for the road.
Oh,
Meat buns.
that's life, isn't it? One or the other. You can never have everything you
You
want.
either have cream stuffed buns and meat stuffed buns. You can't have both.
Well, I'll have a cream one now, and I'll have the beef one later, and then I've almost had both.
I think it's easier to start with the cream first.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it sounded like does that thing. She slaps her knees. Right. Back in a tick. She goes outside with the axe.
I'll start whipping up a batch of dough.
Oh my god.
Okay. Tristan's there. He's sitting a bit awkwardly. He feels incredibly out of place. He's like, so have you got a plan yet?
Do you need something to do? You're just sitting there real awkward like.
No, I'm just not used
some water
to.
for all this bread I'm going to be making.
I can do that. Yeah. Where is the well? Outside?
It's outside, yeah. It's the big stone circle thing covered with a wooden board to keep stuff out.
Is there a bucket out there?
Here, let me get you the bucket. This is the clean bucket.
Oh, thank you. And he holds it reverently. He very carefully heads outside to go and get some water.
So how long you been traveling with this fella as soon as he's gone?
Oh, well, Thorn and I split up to try and spread over other ground. We should send her a message, and we should But I met Tristan. He's one of the Templars, and yeah, and so like he sort of understands the mission a bit. Sort of, I think he understands it. He sort of grunts a lot and follows me around, and he usually asks what I want him to do, and sometimes he brings me trinkets, and I show her the little
egg on you then.
I do. He's what?
He sounds like he's sweet on you. Like he likes you. Do you like him?
I mean, I like. We spent so much time together. I wouldn't want to hang around with someone I didn't like.
But do you like him?
And wait.
Sana and I really like each other. We're very fond of each other, and we got married. Are you fond of Tristan?
I mean, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. He's only got like 3 watts.
That's pretty good.
I know.
Really? Yeah.
And his beard's almost growing through. It's kind of charming because it's just like speckledy.
Bear in mind, we don't have windows. This is before glass windows were a thing, so this is just.
Don't worry, the well's past the garden. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's quite far now. The well just kind of is far enough away, but close enough for you to hear, Sana.
Yes.
Well, so I don't know. It's, to be honest, having followed Lady Alice around in her quest to try and marry someone, and then you two seem to make it work, but she didn't really, and it just seems very complicated, and people are very confusing.
Particular lady, you know what I mean? Very particular.
Yes.
A particular pain in my fucking ass. Ripping stuff out of the cow.
Just, think about it. He's obviously, if he's giving you little trinkets and things, he's obviously sweet.
Well, I asked him to get me that, so is it the same thing if you ask him to?
Has he gifted you any trinkets without you asking him specifically? Hey, pick me up something. Look, surprise, here's a little thing for you.
I mean, I usually ask where I go and do. I don't know. Has he?
He tends to basically follow your lead. There are times where maybe he will just give you food without asking, making sure that you're as comfortable as possible on the road. I mean, he basically was trying to be as much as a gentleman as possible,
Yep.
when the time arrives, it's not like he's like fawning over you or
no, but she might start to question it now. It's like, he gave me food when I didn't ask for it, so is that what you is that the sort of thing?
He gave you maybe one cold night, he gave you an extra blanket and he did without, or something like that.
Oh, that's very chivalrous, and I mean, Sasana's a knight, so she's very chivalrous, and she's always doing things like that for me. So
and at the back, you hear a loud squelch as the sun just rips out, just splats all over the place. There, thank you, Jay.
And she's even butchering Daisy right now.
Yeah, poor Daisy. She didn't think that was going to happen today.
Daisy wasn't long for this world.
Definitely not. I mean, she isn't even in this world anymore. She's gone.
No. I mean, it's probably for the best. At least we got one last good batch of cream out of her.
Yeah. And I do like steak.
It's pretty tasty.
So, I mean, we've been apart for a while. Have you seen any seals? The non-broken seals.
No, I've been here most of the time.
Right.
I did pull out some strange-looking rocks from the garden once, but I think they were just, from an old quarry or something.
Oh.
They weren't.
And no villagers near here have tried to murder each other or anything.
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. And last time I looked up, I thought I counted all 10 stars. So
I still checked. Yeah, they were all in the same place.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That nothing's happened in a year at least. So maybe we're fine. We just, but we'll just get Lady Alice out of the church, and then. Well, I haven't really thought about because just that my whole thing this year was just to get Lady Alice. So
we can
worry about that.
See if she is indeed married yet, and if not, then maybe she should reevaluate her plans, her life plan. Just maybe see what's going on. Maybe there's a seal nearby where she's at in what was it you said again?
Grafton.
Grafton.
Yeah. Where they make really bad ale.
Oh,
I don't know if that's like the slogan for the town, but I
fermented the way you described it.
Oh.
They left it out too long when it started fermenting.
Definitely. I think it's because the bartender eats everything.
Oh. Well, don't they have, monks at the church? Don't they brew things?
I don't know. They seem to be doing mostly drinking rather than brewing.
Huh. Sana walks in with arms full of meat. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right then, thank you. I'm going to get this in the pot right now, start cooking it up and getting it stewed so I can stuff the buns.
Can I help with anything, or are you good?
Oh, could you chop that flank so Sana can salt it?
All right. And I'll go over and start helping out.
In the kitchen. We'll probably leave on the morrow morning. Yeah, get all the preparations ready.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to oil my chain. I've got to make sure my sword's sharp. Got to get Tetley sorted. We can't just leave right now. And cream will go off. We got to make the best use of it as we can. So we can't just leave right now.
I'll make us some lovely dessert buns.
I mean, if Alice has been there for a year, she's probably going to stay there one extra night or day, a couple of days to get back.
We walk up to Grafton, we go, hey, is there a Lady Alice there? They'll go, oh, thank fucking God you've arrived, Tekka. They'll want shot of her.
Why?
I mean...
So I just give the...
Oh.
Do you remember what it was like?
Well... I mean, you guys were the first people I really got to talk to face, so I didn't really have much to compare it with.
I distinctly remember the first night you camped with us, I had to stop Thorn and from trying to kill you because they thought you were an angel that was sent to impregnate her. Do you not remember that?
Oh, well, I do remember them now thinking that I was an angel, and I was very confused. Because I don't remember being an angel, and I didn't know much about God so much because Cassandra never really talked about them. Huh. Well, I hope she doesn't decide that I'm an angel again and want to kill me.
I think by end she kind of got used to you. And if you were a divine being sent to,
But she is dim, so do you think she'll remember us?
I don't know.
It's worth to find out.
That's true.
I'd like to think we made an impression.
Hopefully.
The buns did.
Yes, your buns definitely did.
At that point, Tristan comes back in with the bucket full of water, very carefully.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll just go over and start making happy dough-making noises.
Here we go. So, did you make a plan on how to get Lady Alice out?
Oh,
Not to that bit yet.
well,
Right.
Susanna had a great idea. She said just tell them we're here to take her away and they'll be wanting to get shot of her.
I don't think that will work. When I was looking in the town, I noticed that the guards are of two very distinct guards. The normal ones of the town, and then the ones that patrol at the higher level of the town. They look different. They got, I don't know, a bit more well-equipped than the others, a bit more trained, a bit more...
Jasons?
I didn't know
Or
their
Colin,
names.
maybe. I can't remember.
No, they were Jasons.
They were
Back out of the
Jasons.
town, yeah, Jasons.
So and I talked to a few people, and it seems like those guards up there keep to the basically bully everyone around, but primarily they're the ones at top.
Right.
Mm.
Remind me again who's got her and why.
That's what's his name from the guard captain of the Chilston.
Wasn't he in on the whole poisoning thing?
Apparently, from the reports of
He was pretty bad then.
my brothers, they apparently he was in charge of. No, he was named Forwin.
Right.
Aye. He was organising the whole poisoning, so it's very possible that he's part of wanting to break the seals.
Right. All right. So, she's being kept up in church, separate guards.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done any sort of reconnaissance?
I did a
entry/exit points that you've.
I did a bit of reconnaissance while Astrid was talking to.
I was getting people drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. So primarily, there's pretty much always two guards on the main entrance to the upper city. From what I can tell, let me just double check my notes because I've wrote it down. There are.
There. We could all dress up as, well, not all of us. You'd have to be a monk, Tristan. I mean, you could make a decent nun if you shaved, maybe. But we could dress up as nuns, bring a spare habit for Lady Alice, and then, you know, habit her up and spirit her out right under their noses, because they're not going to expect her to dress up as a nun.
I mean,
how many 6'2", 6 foot wide nuns have you ever seen? It's going to be a bit hard.
Well, you can be a monk then.
Oh, shaving my bloody head.
It's got monks,
so
right?
they wore their hoods up when they went to to drink, so we could just wear hoods.
Right.
I mean, the Templars will offer any resources or assistance should you require it. So if you do need, like, you know, monk or nun outfits, we can do that. If you need people, we can offer people as well.
Right. How about we do this like a twofold sort of plan of attack, right? If you can get Templars to come and make some sort of ruckus in town. Don't need anything big, just enough to divert some attention. You know.
Right, okay.
A distraction that's not arson, I like it.
Yeah. Or maybe not arson. You know, whatever you deem best.
Plan B.
And then we go with the dress up plan. Right? Me and Lee, Tristan, we're monks. These two at nuns. Welcome up to church. We say, hey up, God, and all that. And then we go get Lady Alice with slapping habit and a wimple on her.
Yeah, and if she asks why she's got to wear it, we could say it's her wedding dress because she's finally going to marry God.
Yeah.
Right.
If she hasn't married him already.
If she hasn't married him already, we could say it's a
anniversary.
Anniversary.
If married him, we'll say, look, we're taking you off on honeymoon.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice
she'll love that.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you want us to make a ruckus, which will put all the guards on edge.
Away from the church.
That does seem like that's a possible bad move. What if we're going to disguise ourselves? Why do they need to make a ruckus?
I'm just trying to think. Listen, Astrid, you as me, we know how well our plans go, and it's always a fucking shit show every single time. Me and freaking Aethelfree, we got engaged in jail.
We did get engaged. It was very romantic, though.
After I'd been stabbed in the gut because of one of our plans.
True. Well, maybe we should plan different and better.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
it was a good plan.
Yeah.
How about we go with that, but don't make a ruckus until we mess up, which is bound to happen because, as Susanna said, that's what happens. So if we do it perfectly, Rarity, then we'll just come out, and if something looks like it's going wrong, make a ruckus, distract people so that we can get away, and then we'll figure out getting you out of jail later. How does that sound, Tristan?
Am I going to jail? Well,
no, Tristan.
Oh, Tristan. All right.
Oh.
That's fine.
So just so I.
You're not listening. Okay.
No. I am. I understood. I understood what's happening.
An emergency ruckus if we send out a signal.
So you want a load of our Templars to go undercover?
Not a load. We don't need that
ruffians.
many. Oh,
a
right.
few of us.
I mean, look at you. It works.
Yeah. It's been a long few months.
It has.
But so you want us to go there? I'm not sure we'll be able, a few of us, to be a big enough ruckus to move the guards out of the upper. Because remember, the lowest part of the town has its own guards that will.
We're going to be dressed up as monks or nuns.
Nuns for us, I think, because we're ladies.
Right, good point.
Quick question. How adept at the Templars are how adept he is at evacuating burning towns? I'm just asking the question.
done it before. We don't go around burning towns
Yeah,
down.
of course. Yeah, Templars famously never
No,
set fire
not
to
yet.
anything.
No. But not yet. Like, just don't worry about a few crusades. It's fine. They haven't happened yet, I don't think.
They won't for a while.
But don't worry. Maybe this is the.
This is what gives you the
idea. Like, you know what? What if we burn some towns?
I really like that. I did.
Oh no.
Okay. So from what I gather,
right.
From the locals, Lady Alice doesn't seem to be able to leave the top, the thing. So it looks like their guards of Forwin has essentially got orders for her to stay up there. So whatever plan you're gonna do, you gotta make sure to either nullify all the guards to get out, or disguise her, or.
Do you have any straw here or hay?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can.
Maybe we could tie it together and create a Lady Alice like hat hair and give it to one of the monk or the fathers and have them be Lady Alice while we sneak out the back.
I mean, there is a side, so there's a main entrance going up into the upper tier, and then there is a side Boston. I think it's called a
back
Boston
entrance. I love a good
gate.
back entrance.
That's it's just to the side.
Okay.
That's for the upper tier, or you can try and climb the palisade, which is about 6 foot up.
Oh, 6 foot's not that bad.
Could launch use a lot over that.
What?
I think we'll definitely need some nuns.
Astrid, what about did you about the monks that you fought, whatever they got, the churchgoers? Do you reckon they could help, or
I mean,
lost cause?
Well, I don't want to judge, but one of them seems like a bit of a lost cause. But I would say. Sorry, I'm seeing Jay's face so no one else can see. So I could try and get. I did tell them I'd come back and I'd try and get them drunk again. And although one seemed very drunk to begin with, and the other one didn't seem to get drunk no matter downing a whole bottle of stuff. So
an updated plan.
Oh, you go with yours because mine was just talk to them again, and that wasn't anything.
Okay, we talk to them again, get them drunk, and then our pretense for entering back into the fancy area is we're escorting the drunk monks back because we're nuns, we're all holy people, you know, it should be totally fine. And then we smuggle Lady Alice out with us
And
after
then we can use straw, right? And we'll make a fake Lady Alice.
Fake Lady Alice.
Put that in her bed, they won't know. Morning, her handmaids or whatever will be like, Lady Alice, it's time to wake up, and then she's straw.
If we do it at night when they're out drinking,
exactly,
it'd be harder to tell, you know, but the smuggling and all that. Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Right.
The monks have handmaidens? Because we could just be their handmaidens. We could just be handmaidens.
Monks work.
We could maybe we replacement handmaidens for Lady Alice.
I mean, you could. You
It would
could,
be a
like.
little sus if Lady Alice was leaving and she's not supposed to leave.
No, but that's how we get in. I hadn't thought about the getting out part. That's someone else's.
Handmaidens, and then we replace them.
Yeah, and then we maybe we get the handmaidens drunk.
What do handmaidens wear?
I mean, it's kind of similar to what normal people wear, really. Nothing
Right
too
then.
fancy.
like you, Ace Love, but without the penny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if
you could
I
do
mean,
some
handmaidens will be.
handmaidens, yeah.
Handmaidens, they've, you know, most people don't really look at them, and they can walk wherever they want, really.
That's fair. That's a pretty good one.
And hang on. Let's combine these plans once again. Let's keep fusing these ideas. Tristan, you and I, we're monks. Astrid, Aeth, your handmaidens. We'll go at night, we'll get the two monks pissed. Walk them up to church. Be like, these monks are pissed. Sneak in to Lady Alice's spot. Swap her with straw. Whack a disguise on her. Out at Poston Gate we go, and we're away.
What do we do about the handmaidens she actually has?
They'll be asleep. Or we get them pissed.
Right? Maybe.
Well, I mean,
We
the
could get them
guards
drunk
will
too, and then take-
recognize
Oh.
the handmaidens, so you'll have to
Well, we're
get rid
new
of them
handmaids.
somehow.
Well, but they're but they'll be inside, right? If we keep them inside, we're just new ones coming to replace them, and when they don't leave outside, they might get confused and go back inside, and then
No,
by
the
that time we've
The handmaidens do go out to the lower city to the pub.
right,
It's just Lady Alice that's not allowed out.
right.
She wasn't a big fan of pubs anyways.
So do you think we try and persuade her handmaidens to come out as well as the monks? Basically get everybody out of the
Out, get
upper
them all
place.
drunk.
Just
Yep.
get everybody drunk. It can't cost that much, right? And then we go back in saying they're all too drunk. They've put us on replacement duty for the night. We go in, find Lady Alice, swap her with straw, go maybe dress her up as a monk and sneak her out the back. Sounds perfect. You say these things never work, and I don't know what you mean.
Some nuns and monks outfits, enough for everybody, and one extra, and then we'll wing it once we get everyone drunk. And if the handmaidens don't show up or don't get drunk, then we're just old nuns.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you want
Yeah,
to do.
I'm not confused about this plan at all. Let's
You know,
do it.
I will do what you want to do. If you tell us
my
to...
house, on my chair, passing judgment on this plan. If you have a better idea, I'm all fucking ears, mate.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I will do what you want. If you tell me to get resources to lay siege to the town, we will lay siege to the town. But
Let's not go that far just yet.
I will do what you say. Morgana told me to do whatever it takes to get Lady Alice back. I don't know why, but she wants her back.
Sana's just like 1,000 yards staring.
The PTSD.
Well, I could make some bad buns and give them the handmaid's food poisoning if it really.
No, I don't know. That's flashbacks to last time when half the village died. I don't know whether we should poison the village.
Be beef gone bad.
Yeah, they'll just be shitting through a needle.
Well, I'll leave the food to you two.
Well, we'll call that Plan D.
Yeah. Also, do we really want to let the poor cow's beef go off just to make someone shit through a needle?
I'll just a bun or two. I'll just set aside a bun or two.
Okay.
I'm not going to eat the offal.
Right, good point. Although sometimes that's the best bit. It's the most flavour.
Does have a lot of flavour.
Not for me.
She doesn't like the texture. Fine.
Oh.
I'll mix it up.
It's got bad mouthfeel, you know what I mean? It's like... it's not right.
Is this where the horror comes in, Tom? I was talking about awful.
We're already there. The horror is this plan.
First thing in the morning.
Right.
We've got a plan.
So it's okay. So I'll take your word for it. You have your plan. You just tell me what to do or where to go, and I'll do it. Okay.
Oh, hang on. What's the signal going to be if we do need a distraction?
Oh, that's a good plan.
I could do a really good wolf howl if that's...
The problem is you're going to be, if you do need assistance and you're all the way at the top, it's going to need to be a pretty big... Do you have wolves around here?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's going to need to be a pretty big signal so that we can see. And I don't think a small, like, fist fight in a tavern's going to work. I mean, maybe a fire down at the lower, but I don't think that will bring any of the guards from the top to do it. If you really want, I mean, I don't know if you have any ideas of a bigger distraction.
Maybe you all post up at the side entrance where we're supposed to be leaving, like, kind of hidden, so that way, in case we're getting chased on our way out, you can, like, run interference.
A side entrance of what, the upper level or the lower level?
The upper level.
I mean, we could get a handful of people. There may be. We'd have to take out a guard or two to make sure that, you know, no one sees us. It's quite hard to get that many people because it's up on a hill, you see.
Oh, it's on a hill.
Yeah.
Bailey in it.
Hills. So much incline.
I mean, what I
get paid for, innit? Though.
What we could do is disguise a number of agents in the town around, and then when that happens, we will jump and head directly to it, and we'll fight our way up to you, if that's what you'd prefer.
It's not a bad idea. It's better than out.
Worst case scenario, yeah. Hopefully it goes real smooth and they don't even notice she's gone until morning.
Right. Are we dressed as nuns at this point, or...?
Ideally, we're dressed as the clergy the entire time.
Right, so you're gonna want nun or monk?
Both.
Monk for me, nuns for these two.
Right, none. Okay, I can get that.
Maybe a spare, spare one.
Spare one, so you're gonna have a spare one. So what? Three
nuns and
a monk.
Yes.
For
with a hood, because she's not going to shave her head.
Yeah, they'll all. I mean, yeah. Donna, we'll have a quite.
Wait, do nuns shave their heads too?
No.
But they did cover their heads.
Sensible.
We're already used to that, so
Yeah.
just a little bit more covering.
Right, I could find that. I could find that information for you. Don't worry about that. I'll get all that for you. Is there anything else you think you might need? We'll have about. I'll ask some of my brothers to come and secrete themselves downtown.
You got a couple of horses that we can use.
We can, yeah. We could get you horses.
Yeah, because we've got the one.
Don't worry. We'll get you transport to there. It can be a horse. You can have a horse and cart. It depends. It'd be a bit weird having a bunch of nuns appear with a horse each.
That is true. Yeah.
But that's what you guys can bring in the horses and have them in a little spot where you can get them on our way out.
Yeah. If that's what you want to do, we can do that. Okay.
No, listen. We need a cart because I remember Lady Alice. She's not really one for horse riding.
She can't really ride. Yes, have a cart on standby. Yeah.
Right.
Put it back and just.
Definitely a slower getaway.
I can drive the cart, so.
Right, that's good. Okay, I can get a horse and cart. That's no problem. Right, so just so I know.
Wait!
Yeah?
I'm just gonna throw in a completely different plan just in case. What if we're bakers?
Right.
Taking fresh supplies up, and we've got the cart, but the side door, we're taking the nice buns and the beef. You can hit up the 2 guards with the duff ones, make them shit through a needle, and then we go in and we go and take the stuff, and then we're carrying out something big and heavy like a dead pig or something. I don't know what it is, and we cover up Alice and we carry her out and put her in the wagon, and then we drive off.
Right.
It sounded better in my head. I just
Gate, right, and we've got a cart, and we're like, hey, we're bakers. Here's some buns, and they go, fuck off. What then?
Then we go away. We put the nuns' outfits on, so we come back as nuns.
I mean,
and then if that doesn't work, we'll try again as monks, I guess.
I do say
like
they
we should
do
just
have.
escort the drunk monks back, and maybe the handmaidens,
I mean,
like good nuns do.
maybe.
What? Maybe we should be beer ale makers, because clearly they can't make ale for toffee. So let's learn to make ale. Sorry, lost it.
I know the
Monks, right? They
fundamentals,
like
but bread's
mead.
easier.
Why don't we
Yeah.
just we got barrels of mead for monks? I don't know. I think we should stick to our original plan. I think the original plan's foolproof. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong. And if it does, we'll just set
Well,
fire.
we can try. We've got at least 3 plans there, so that's A, B, and C, depending on which order we do it in.
We'll get the monks drunk.
A, B, and
First step.
D sees a plan all on its own.
Okay.
Right. So, okay. Right. Well, I'll leave you to get those supplies. To get your
Sounds
horse
great.
and cart, the uniforms, the things and everything. I'll get a few of my brothers. We'll be around town waiting for a signal where you need our help.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be here in the morning with the horse and cart, and we'll head to Grafton. Yes. So
I'll get the supplies for the road.
yeah, have a pleasant night.
Bye.
And he'll head off and head to the horse, and he's gonna gallop up. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Apart from,
I'll just look to see if there's any lingering glances that Tristan's throwing Astrid's way.
Out of the window.
Yeah.
No, he just got on his horse. And but
Playing it
he
cool.
seems pretty focused to kind of get the supplies and everything ready. You've got a plan, so he seemed pretty focused on getting that. So he got to his horse pretty quick, mounted it, and started riding off in the direction of where the Templar base is.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get bacon.
Okay.
I'm just sorting out my gear.
Sorting out the gear. All right.
If it's still some today, I'll probably, if everyone's doing things, I'll wander out into the just around the house and look for herbs and various things to add to.
Yeah,
my
okay. You can
pouch or
find kind
whatever.
of like common herbs that's normally around England, around those
Go on,
areas.
list them all off.
Yeah, I'm not going to list every single one, but there's some common
things
herbs.
that I might have for medicine-y stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of things to like numb pain, and
Oh, I
stuff
might.
like that.
Actually, I will also. Can I? Well, maybe I can do a search for it.
Mhm.
Could I look for something that I know would make someone have a stomachache?
Yes, okay. Do spot hidden for me, please. Do spot hidden or natural world.
What's the natural world is 65. Where's spot hidden? Oh, they're both 65, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Oh, success!
Yeah, you find a particular herb that you would think that if mixed in and ingested enough, could make
Yeah, I
someone
know it's
rather-
not poisonous,
not to
but
kill them,
it's
but it'd make
yeah.
an upset stomach. Yeah.
But if someone drank a tea of it or something, they would, kind of get the runs or feel a bit.
Eye through the needle stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
I will gather that and let them know that we don't need to waste the beef.
Okay. Back into Crafton, we have Brother Barnabas and Asbjørn. You have decided to, well, after you've had your drink and everything like that, where did you guys go? Did you decide to head back to the church, do something else? Was there anything in particular you wanted to do around town? Or did
Asbjørn is
just
just Asbjørn's just shadowing. So like is Barnabas as he sways and goes in circles and tries to get him back safely. And he wants to learn, but he also wants to want to learn, and that's all.
Okay.
The temptation just to be ruin GM plans of just like, oh well, then in that case they're still in the pub. They're still just
you can
just
still
drinking
be in the pub if you really want to.
It depends how much how much time has passed, I guess. Like at some point.
So it's probably getting like late evening. After,
Okay.
It's been a solid day. So basically, what have you done for the rest of the day?
I think Asbjørn has been like semi-babysitting Barnabas in a little bit, but also anytime somebody in a uniform or some sort of soldier or knight comes in, just like sort of like checking them.
So you will notice that there are two types of uniform in this thing. There are those that are just in the padding and with the spear that tend to keep to the lower part of the town, and then the ones up with the church, they have padding. Some have, one or two have scale. They have a spear and a shield, but they also have a kind of like a cloak on as well, kind of
shield
like
boys and cloak boys.
Yeah, like a thing. So they're quite distinct between the two. They don't pay you any real notice. They look at you, but you can tell they're looking at the garb rather than you. So they're essentially just looking at a monk in their eyes.
That's the way he likes it.
I like it when they trust me with their eyes.
What was that?
I said I like it when the soldiers look within my soul and see a righteous man.
Well, of course. Yes, you are a man of God.
I'm a bit peckish, Asbjørn. I'll be honest. I want like a beef wrap or something, just some bread and some meat.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. I would also like a haunch of something.
What?
Some sort of haunch.
Haunch. That sounds delicious.
Could go for a haunch. Is there maybe like a haunch cart around?
Tom, is there a haunch cart in Grafton?
Tom?
There isn't. There are stalls with meat.
Oh, yes, the meat stalls.
Like dried meats. You will also know that the church has its own food stalls up there with like.
They do, but the portions are so small.
Like, they're kind of like it's meant to feed everyone. It's not like a hot dog from a stall.
Being modest and eating just a little bit is not my bag.
So you see this kind of stall, which is barely holding itself together. In fact, at one point, one side of the stall has lost its piece of wood, and what you assume is one of the proprietor's child is just holding it up like that to make sure it stays up. And this person is like the greasiest face you could possibly imagine. If it was just so greasy, not quite thin, I suppose you could say. Nothing pretty peculiar about the grease. The hair so greasy it just sticks to the face. Clean shaven though, but plenty of spots. You could say probably this gentleman is about probably mid-30s, maybe lower 30s, something around that line.
Okay.
And he essentially what he's got, there's slabs of meat. There's a brazier that's there, and all he does is essentially cut it in half, put it on the brazier for a little bit, and then stick a stick through it, and then hand it to people. Like just a big
so good
chunk
right now.
of semi-cooked meat, like on the end of a stick.
No seasoning because it's England.
No seasoning, it's just like fat just kind of dribbling off it and stuff. Yeah, and he doesn't clean it or anything like that, so it's covered in fat with the flames. It's just popping, every so often. A small child walked by and got some fat in the eye and just started running away. One of those things. But you notice that one. The other, that is the one that stands out, because all the others tend to be just normal bread or fruit or vegetables or something.
Does the meat stall have a name or a sign
It does, but evidently you have no idea what it says because
the grease.
They don't know how to write.
Got it.
The stall owner does it. So it's essentially just
a bunch of
scroll
squiggles
of something. No idea. It makes no sense.
Fantastic. What do you say? Would you like some hunches?
Yes, this card over here, the one employing, child scaffolding, right? It's my favorite. It's my favorite one.
Oh, do you know the name of it?
It's called Simon's Magical Meat Emporium.
Oh, great! And that man with the grease, is that Simon?
That's Simon. I think it's Simon. He moves around a lot when he talks,
Oh, I see. Well, let's see. Hello?
And
hello, Simon.
He looks up. He looks up and he goes, I told you before, Barnabas, my name's Steve.
It's Simon. I want the best meat you've got, right, my dear friend. Come here, boy. He tries to put an arm around Barnabas. This is my very good friend.
Hello,
right. Okay.
Simon, Steve.
Asbjørn. And I want you to give him your meat.
Yes, put your meat in my mouth.
It's
moist. All right. I can do that. Yeah. How would you like my meat? Well done, rare, raw?
Oh, I think, I'll take it raw.
I knew you were a raw man when I first saw you. What about you, Barnabas?
Barnabas, how do you want this meat?
I would like your meat moist and tender.
I think I can do that for you.
Good man, Simon.
And he basically gets 2 different shaped slabs of meat.
Oh, they're so wet.
Them on. Yeah, one of them's really wet.
Give it a good slap.
Like one of them. Yeah. And he puts someone and goes, "Sir, anything going on in town? Anything at the church I should know about?"
Devotion to God, praying.
Oh yeah, I go every Sunday.
There was a break-in in the library.
Somebody broke into the library.
Did they take anything?
No, but they left some vomit. I don't know.
Oh.
Did they take anything, Brother Barnabas?
No.
Oh, no, they didn't. That's good news.
Good as
that is good news. So just some wanton vandalism is what you're saying.
Yes, it seems as though I'm not any sort of guard who could look at crimes, but it seems like they stumbled around a lot.
I see.
I think they even urinated in one of the corners.
Oh no.
Oh, that is disgusting.
The House
isn't
of
it?
God.
Oh, you keep an eye out. Have you checked keep an eye on the guards? Keep an eye out for that. I'm sure they might find something.
We've checked the tavern.
Anyway, here you go. And he skewers the 2 pieces of meat and he hands them to you.
Wonderful.
One side is well done, the other side is raw. It didn't flip them. One of them, for some reason, is moist. Don't know why. Just is.
Yes. It's a moist cut.
Over. You have no idea what kind of meat this is. It is unrecognizable. You don't question.
Not an issue at all.
You just accept it, whatever that meat is.
Brother Barnabas, maybe we could go back up to the monastery, to the castle, and slip some of our meat to Lady Alice. Just as a treat.
Hang on.
She probably gets no meat up there.
Oh, I don't think she's ever had some of my meat. So if you wouldn't mind, that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
Extra customers, you see.
All right, we will smuggle some in. It's a little bit of a bad, sort of a naughty thing to do, but I think God would approve.
I think he would. Now push on. I've got customers waiting.
Oh, you do? There's a big line forming.
Yeah, come on.
Hello, everybody. All right, let's go. Where are we going?
Is he waving like a celebrity?
So you guys head back up to the monastery.
Yes.
You enter the monastery or the castle, whatever it is. It's really more of a castle rather than a monastery, but it's just got a church attached. You noticed a very, very pretty woman, somewhat walking around in circles in the courtyard, kind of
Oh,
Just
look.
looking at random things.
Look at the way the moon reflects off of her yellow hair.
Oh,
Like
I
a
see.
beacon.
Yes, I see. Is she just going around in a circle?
Oh, yes, she's obviously deep in prayer and meditation.
Just think she needs to be taught about God, maybe.
Well, then that would be for you to do. You know much more than I do.
Well, meat and a sermon is sort of it's hand in hand, isn't it?
Yes?
You know, I used to do that all the time. Just read a passage of the Bible. Oop, steak for Barnabas. Another passage of the Bible. Oop, steak for Barnabas.
A bit for you, a bit for God, a bit for you, a bit, yeah.
I bet he didn't
Well,
get
let's see if
gout.
she is hungry.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, Lady Alice. the two most religious people in the church.
Two both faithful adherents.
Yeah.
Hello, we have meat.
Hello.
Hello, Collins.
Yes.
It's just Carrie's going round and round.
Barnabas. All right. What are you? I'm sorry. Are we interrupting? Are you praying?
No, gosh, I already tried to talk to him once today and he ignored me.
Oh.
Is there any chance you could stop doing the circle thing?
Yes.
Brilliant, thank
She
you.
carries on.
Are you hungry? We have haunches and we have enough to share.
You've got haunches. Where did you get those? I haven't
haunch
seen a haunch for ages.
It's Stephen Simon.
My friend Simon.
Stephen Simon. I
Yes.
don't know him.
Yes, he says he's never been able to slip you any meat before, but he makes a good haunch. Nice and wet.
And that's good, is it?
Yeah, ooh, yes.
It's a matter of taste. But
Don't want dry meat.
Right.
No,
No?
you don't want it dry.
No, it's
It's
dry,
quite
it's hard to get it in.
I hate you.
Anyway, we thought maybe because you have been here eating the sort of modest fare at the castle or whatever they feed you, we don't know. Maybe you would like some street food.
Would I just sort of have to squat down and eat it there, do I?
You can if you want, but I meant it came from the street. There's a cart.
You shouldn't just pick things up off the floor. It's
We
very
have money
bad.
for it. Oh.
No, you misunderstand. Simon's meat is very well hung.
Yes.
Right. Well then, yes, that sounds delicious. Thank you.
We come and we will sit and eat together here, and you can tell us about your pending vows.
She will sit down on a bench, swinging her little feet, like the Disney princess idiot she is.
Barnabas will try to sit on the floor. We'll get about a quarter of the way there, and then just fall the rest of the way. But insist that he's
No, I've got it. I'm fine.
Lady Alice, how did you end up here?
A horse.
Oh,
Not again.
it's terrific. But you came here to marry to God. Certainly, was there a series of events that happened? A story, maybe?
Oh gosh, yes.
Could you
Mummy
share
and
it
Daddy.
with us?
Yes. Oh yes. Nobody ever asked me about myself. You're nice, aren't you?
Oh, okay. Well, yes, of course. I'm intrigued to hear.
Well, Mummy and Daddy really wanted me to get married to a smashing chap, and they did find me one, and he was lovely. Only he may have accidentally caught a glimpse of my ankle on a windy day, and then he went all sort of stiff and dead. So they found another one, and he was smashing too. He used to write me poems and things. But then apparently he was thinking about me a little bit too hard, and he sort of met a cart at speed.
Oh.
So he went all stiff as well. And then there was another chap, and I think he just went mad. Oh, I haven't thought about this backstory for so long.
He didn't
so
have syphilis,
eventually,
did he?
once we'd sort of, yes, people sort of started whispering about the sudden unexpected stiffness and how that might be my fault. So they thought maybe it was best if I married somebody much better instead. So I'm marrying God.
Oh, and you're happy about this choice that you've made?
Well, he's the best. Of course I am.
He is the best.
Is he?
From what I hear. That's what everyone says.
He made everything. The sky and the birds and the haunch.
Yes.
No,
I mean,
Simon.
What is his name?
Well,
Simon.
No, Simon made the no, never mind.
where
No
where
wonder
I
he
came.
hasn't been replying to me. Have I not been using his name properly?
Oh. I mean, where I come from, we had lots of gods. We had several, and they all had names. I don't know what your god's name is, but everyone says he's great.
He is. He's lovely. He's my darling. I keep talking to him and asking him for things, and sometimes he brings them, and sometimes he just makes it rain for no reason.
Yeah, he does that. He's kind of a bit of a fair weather god, you know.
Well, no, she said he makes it rain.
No, that's a good point.
Unfair weather,
Yeah, it's sort of hit and miss, you know.
especially if you haven't got a coat.
That's what the hood's for.
I see.
Oh, that's nice. Aren't you clever?
Yeah, take
We all
note
get them.
of that, Asbjørn. If you don't have a hood, have you got a hood?
Oh, I have one.
That's
Yes,
good.
yes, yes.
I was gonna go batshit then if you didn't get given a hood.
No, I got one when I signed up.
All right, good.
Yes.
What's so like a freebie?
No, a
more
hood.
like a uniform.
Or like the Jasons?
Sort of, but with less weaponry.
Sorry, did I
That
miss
would-
a beat? Who's Jason and where is he?
Oh, there's one. And there's one.
Jason, the guard.
Just pointing to all the guards.
Yeah, there's a
That's
fair
not-
few around.
I find it best that I don't give them names because otherwise they'll get attached.
Oh, I met two and they were actually named Jason.
Oh, yes,
That's
they all
why I
are.
was confused. Oh. Well, anyway, no, we don't get weapons. I had to give mine over.
To who?
To the place where I was taught to be a monk.
They have to teach you to wear a hood.
Among other things, hood wearing is kind of an intro level course. But there's also reading and writing involved.
Reading and writing and hoods.
And
That's
maces.
mostly it. And mace. Wait, what?
You
Maces?
don't have a mace.
Used to.
You just get yourself a mace.
I should.
I got lost in a mace once.
Was it a complicated maze?
It was 2 trees.
Depends on your perspective.
Ah, it's very wise.
There's a maze
Very
of
insightful.
them. Do you know, I've am in a maze. There's a maze, they put one in between the pub down there and my house.
Don't know what we're talking about anymore.
There's a maze between the pub and my house.
Oh, yes, that's sort of a self-imposed maze.
Maze of the mind and of your
Yes.
ideological pursuits.
Of course, yes, that's what I mean.
Well, more meat.
Lady Alice, are you happy here in the castle and up in your tower and with your handmaiden ladies, Beatrice and the other one, Mabel?
Alice and Alice. They seem nice. It was, with hindsight, a little bit of a mistake to give them the same name as me. It does get a little bit confusing.
Oh, yes, I would imagine so. but you like living here.
I like being alive. There's a roof. Nobody's trying to get me pregnant.
I mean, it's a pretty good track record. Well, good.
At this point, you hear footsteps, quite heavy footsteps, and you see a very large, kind of broad-chested man wearing chain armor. He has a heavy stubble. He has a flat nose that's almost like it's been broken, with a few scarring around it, and a shaved head. Barnabas, you'll know that this is Forwin. He's the commander of all the guards up here, and he has 2 guards flanking him as well. He has at the moment he's wearing his he's wearing chain at the moment. You have seen him with a sword as well, and a shield plus a spear, but at the moment he hasn't got any weapons, just the chain. And he approaches and he says, excuse me.
Hello, Big Jason.
Hello, Fuin.
Hi.
Sorry,
lady.
This is my good friend, what is it? Asbjørn.
I'm Asbjørn, yes.
I know who you are.
Oh.
You 2 have met?
No.
I said he
Well,
knows.
the guards told me everything.
Oh,
no, the guards tell me everything. Lady Alice, I believe it is time for you to go to bed. We will be moving you in a few days to a new location.
Oh, gosh. All right, then.
She hasn't.
She just sort of goes to curl up on the bench.
In your room, Lady Alice.
Right.
Your handmaidens will come and help you up.
All right, then.
It was nice talking with you.
You see the handmaidens kind of come behind very quickly and try and lift you up. And, yeah, literally, lift you up. And kind of start to guide you over.
She's being drifted off. Just thank you for the haunch, Colin.
And he turns to you, Barnabas and Asbjørn, and he looks at Barnabas and LJ, that face. I couldn't.
What is it, my good friend Forwin?
He looks at you and he sees you stagger. When we move on, Barnabas.
Yes.
I think it's time that you left the church.
What, am I coming with you?
No.
Where am I? What? Where am I going?
Don't worry, you won't be going far.
Oh, brilliant. Just back to my house then, is it?
Yes.
I'm sorry, just to interject. Why would Brother Barnabas need to leave? Was this a decision made by someone higher up in the church?
Indeed. A drunk monk is not a good look for the church.
I am not drunk. I am perfectly capable of talking about God and how fucking brilliant he is. All right, whoa, man in the sky who knows everything.
Oh, I can feel it.
Thank you,
Barnabas. We leave in 2 days. You have until then to prove that you are worthy of the clothes that you wear.
Well, of course.
And I doubt that you will, but until then, I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
Forwin.
And he turns and then walks away with the 2 guards.
May God have mercy on your soul, Forwin.
Oh, that's a good start. Good start. Yeah.
Come on, Asbjørn, I'm thirsty again.
Was it just me, or did that seem a little bit pointed?
What's his hat?
No, his words, Brother Barnabas. His intent, like he.
I mean, they sort of they do this every so often. They come and tell me I'm not good enough, and that I'm not godly enough. And then I just have a little, just a smaller tankard for a few days, and then they leave me alone. It'll be just fine. Don't come here, mate. Come here, boy. Come.
All right.
Okay. Come here. Yeah. God is with us. It'll be all right. Don't worry about
of course.
All right.
And if you have to leave for any reason, you can come with me on my pilgrimage to France.
No, I don't want to do that.
Oh, don't you want to go to France? Sounds like fun.
It's very far away.
Yes, we're going to walk.
It's not getting better, is it?
Yeah, well...
I'll still teach you, don't worry. I can ride to France.
Oh, okay. I don't know, something... I don't like that man. Is that normal, or is it unchristian of me to say that guy was kind of a dick?
He is the biggest dick I know, Asbjørn. You are not ungodly in your evaluation of your fellow man. It is our job to know the dicks so that we may mold them into vessels of Christ.
I see. That's beautiful, like an art.
It's like the massive cocks up there in the tower.
The penises.
That's the ones. It'll be all right. Don't worry.
And on that note, Barnabas, you stagger away to probably get another drink before collapsing back into your house. Asbjørn, I assume you chauffeur him.
I tuck Barnabas in.
Yeah, you tuck Barnabas in. This has been the third time you've had to do, and you've only been here a week. It's become quite a regular thing. And then this gentle snoring sounds of Barnabas will put an end to our first session of Pendragon's Legacy. Yay! The absolute clusterfuck that it was.
I don't know. I think it went perfectly.
I went fully as planned.
Yeah, fully as
100%.
planned, as all best plans go.
100%. So that went as well as the plan that the guys have to get Lady Alice out. Flawless.
Yeah.
Absolutely flawless.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Just roll something shiny down a hill, she'll follow it.
Yes, she would. She would, absolutely. Oh, shiny. Head all the way
Oh
down.
gosh, isn't that pretty? Just gone. In fact, you wouldn't even need to roll something. You could just do that thing you can do with dogs, where you pretend to throw a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, where did it go, Alice? Where did it go?
It just keeps going, doesn't stop.
Three
Don't get
lasers
horizon.
existed.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll very quickly go around everyone, see what how you thought, who you are, where they can find you, and all that lovely jazz at the very end. So what we'll do, we'll go backwards to front. So Kate.
Oh, hey, Kate
Playing
Madison.
Astrid.
Yes, Kate Madison RP on Twitter, as well as an actress at work on Twitter. I don't use them very often, but you can find me there and various other places. I'm here on Twitch, or just Kate Madison. And yeah, I'm not going to say much. That's it. It was fun. I had a good time. I hope you guys did watching as well. See you next week.
All right. Thank you, Lindy.
Hi, it's me, Laugh Love Lindy. Oh, it's so good to play with you all again. I missed you guys. Just absolute utter delight. It went exactly as I expected it to. My face hurts. So that's fun. You'll give that a couple hours to rest. You can find me everywhere at Laugh Love Lindy. I pretty much just reserve that name everywhere, but I'm active in some places like Twitch. I'll be streaming, I'll be GMing a game of D&D of Ghosts of Saltmarsh on my channel in about 3 hours, so that gives me time to GM prep. So that'll be fun. It's still pretty early on. I think we're on like episode 3 or 4, so it's nice and early in the campaign. Still getting to know the characters. And tomorrow night, you can see Tom on some Call of Cthulhu that I GM'd called Mysteries at the End of the World, but it's 1986, so it's a completely different vibe, but still just as funny. Pretty dang fun. That's me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Lindy. Susie.
Hello, I'm Susie, otherwise known as Susie G, otherwise known as Susanna Grace, all over the internet. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I'm on all of them. Susanna with one N. When I'm not playing tabletop games, I'm making them with Black Cats Gaming. And we made the spy game, 5e Spies. Cursed Captains of Cthulhu is very close to being done, so please do look out for that. And we also have my game Chevalier about being a mecha pilot and how much that actually sucks and you will die. And then also with Black Cats on Thursdays at 8 p.m. GMT, we play D&D, we play Dragon Heist, where I play Edgar Allan Poe off Wish.
It's so true. So true. Thanks, Susie. Millie.
Okay, me, Amelia Tyler. That was really fun. And apparently in the 4 years since we last played this, I've lost my ability to not corpse completely. I swear to fucking God I used to be good at this, but apparently I'm too happy now or something. Blame Jay. But yeah, this was awesome. And I'm so glad we're getting to play it again. I know, what a day. He ruins everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was awesome. And I can't wait to play again. And yeah, being a dumbass is fun. Try it. You can find me on Twitter, which I refuse to call X, and here on Twitch, where I will be streaming ? Whenever I have energy.
To be confirmed.
Indeed.
TBC.
Yeah.
All right, Doc.
Hey, I'm Doc. I'm also in the Face Hurts from Laughing Club. I'm Doc Rimbo on here on Twitch, where I do Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay. I'm also on Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads. And on Thursday nights, I GM a game of Delta Green's Impossible Landscapes. It's our 3rd season. It is surreal horror with slightly fewer single entendres than the show, but only slightly. That's Thursday over on Lost Caravan RPG, but I've got all that info up on my socials, and I'm just so happy to be here with my big boy, with my big monkey boy, Jay.
Thank you, Doc. Jay? Joe?
Hi, I'm Jay. You can find me on the internet right here, where you are now. That was easy. That's the shortest outro I've ever had to do. But yeah, I do voice acting stuff, blah, blah, blah. I stream here 3 times a week. I also have an alt channel, which is J Britton RP on Twitch, where I'm doing a bunch of Red Dead roleplay at the moment. I'll be there tomorrow doing Scooter Brown, and then back here on Thursday for Spider-Man 2. No, that's it. And there you go.
Spooderman.
Spoodages.
Yeah, it is kind of pointless to say Jay, because it is your channel, isn't it? It's kind of pointless.
It's always pointless to say Jay.
Yeah, but we've got to recognize the fact he exists, or he'll sulk.
Right.
Oh.
We have
I won't sulk.
Jay, where can we find you?
Right.
Where's your Twitch channel?
In the bottom of a barrel.
Okay, and I am Tom, or Hotflakes Tom, which you can find on Twitter and all the social medias. I have a Twitch channel that I occasionally do streaming. I haven't been streaming enough because I'm still recovering from like a cold. Like actually physically talking slowly closes up my throat, so I have to stop and cough. Not nice. So you can't really talk a huge amount. But I do that. Also, as Susie said, that on Thursdays I'm on Follow Black Cats with D&D Dragon Heist, where I play a lovable, very Welshy Goliath called... Lindy, thank you. Make a note of that. Make sure she gets things. Telling you that now. Compliments go a very long way in my games. And thank you, Susie. What was I saying? I lost my complete train of thought. I'll be back
You were
here in a
thinking that
week.
you want to kill her now, don't you're going to kill a character
worry,
next week? This week?
Horse is
Between
already
sessions.
gone. Yeah.
Not to be a widow.
All I'm saying is, Susie, think of an alt. That's all I'm saying.
I want your worst fucking nightmare.
It's the ghost of the cow, isn't it?
I don't think you can,
coming
because
for
Lady
her.
Alice is right there. I mean, that's a pretty bad nightmare right there. Yeah, that's who I am. We'll be here next week for more, same time, same place, same everything, same absolute mass bullshittery that is so appropriate for this channel. It's fantastic. Alternatively, check out Jay's Discord as well. There's a TTRPG channel there if you want to talk about stuff like that there. So don't forget to check it out. I'm on there too, and I think pretty much everyone here is on there too. So yeah. So I think that. Oh, and oh my God, all the thing. You can also find this thing on YouTube later, right, Jay?
Yeah. So this will be up on YouTube probably by about the middle of tomorrow morning UK time. Jay Britton VODs. Hang on, I can just. Oh, there we go. Thank you, mods.
Go sub.
Thank you, PD.
Go sub.
Yeah, Jay Britton VODs, where this will always be every week, usually within 24 hours of the stream.
Go sub. Go sub.
I guess I was gonna say
Jay?
the only other thing to be aware of is next week. Times change in the UK, so from next week it's always the same UK time, but so from next week the channel will be live from 6 p.m. BST that we'll be on, and then the show will start at 7 p.m. BST, which will be back to the normal
2 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you, Doc. So the channel will be live at 1, and then the show will start at 2. So if you want to come early, and we'll probably like recap the previous episode a little bit and just chat about the bullshit that went on, then feel free, but the show will always start at 7 and 2 BST and Eastern.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. That's it for me, Jay. I haven't got anything else.
That's it now. Well, I'm not hanging around. My head hurts. I got to take this goddamn bald hat off.
End the stream, Jay. End it.
There's
End the
nothing
stream.
there's nothing to do but just wave.
Do your catchphrase. Do your classic send off.
I just say fuck off normally. There you go, chat. I hate you all. Go away. You still here? What are you doing? Go away. Get out of here. I'm going to go and have another drink. I'm going to go and have so much money. Money drink from the church. All right then. Goodbye.